It's Friday, June 26th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, getting tough on retail crime. New laws target thieves, vandals, and threats. Details just ahead in your news headlines.
And it's Food Truck Friday. We'll get a visit from one of our friends and partners at the Nova Scotia Food Truck Association, getting ready for a snacking good time on this Friday.
Plus, you've heard of Anne, and now meet the man of Green Gables. We'll chat with the folks from Borden Carlton's Shop and Play about going viral while honoring everyone's favorite redhead. All that and so much more just ahead on the Friday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Come on in. It is Friday, June 26th. So glad you can join us today. It's the last Friday in June. Holy moly.
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it? So happy to have you with us. Excited to chat with our friends in PEI. I've never actually had the Anne of Green Gables experience where you put on the little dress and hat and braids.
Do you know it's only $5? $5?
Wow.
Nothing's $5 anymore.
For real?
Go there. I love that. I've got a busy weekend with the track meet, but the next weekend I don't. I'm going to head there. I don't even need to wear, I can wear the hat, but I can have my own braids.
Exactly, yeah.
Have you ever done it?
No, but I want to now.
It's iconic. And you know, I was just at Shop and Play last week. It's in Borden Carlton. You can't miss it, that beautiful Greater Village area when you first arrive in PEI. But I can tell you, I did buy 3 salt shakers, salt and pepper shakers, because they have a fantastic collection. And they have some really nice nautical themed, you love it, nautical themed ones.
Speaking my language.
I'll show you photos. So I picked up a set of, it's like a lighthouse and also a little boat.
Oh, I've been looking for like salt shakers like that for so long, can't find any in the city.
Okay, you got to go to PEI.
Yeah. So many things solved already at 6:02 this morning. Okay, weather-wise, what are we looking at today? Yesterday was glorious.
Yes, and we are going to see pretty much the same trend, holding on to some sunshine. Temperatures will remain quite warm today, but we are going to see pop-up showers across parts of Atlantic Canada today. Yeah, definitely going to see that shower activity, especially into the afternoon, but not for Bedeck this morning.
Oh.
Beautiful.
But heck, you're looking especially gorgeous today.
I know. The sun is already beginning to rise. Currently, it is 8 degrees in your area, so a bit cooler starting off your day, but we are going to see temperatures rise into the afternoon for our daytime highs. Seasonal to just above seasonal for parts of the region today. 12 degrees to start off your day in Halifax with 13 in Yarmouth, 14 degrees early this morning in Fredericton, 10 degrees in Charlottetown, 13 in Happy Valley Goose Bay, and 5 degrees in St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at this system that will be moving into New Brunswick this afternoon. We are looking at a chance of showers for parts of Atlantic Canada, around a 30 to 40% chance of it happening. A risk of thunderstorms also expected for New Brunswick. In terms of our wind forecast, remaining quite light today for much of the Maritime region. As of right now, only seeing 11 kilometers per hour in Halifax and no wind gusts to report at this time. We'll take another look at your forecast just ahead and your weekend forecast. But first, a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. Facing a barrage of criticism that it's too soft on retail crime, Ottawa has announced some tougher measures.
We heard from business owners repeatedly who are increasingly frustrated when people don't want to come to their downtown business districts because of the culture that has emerged with episodes of crime and often violent crime.
After hearing those concerns, the federal government says changes have been made to Bill C-14, Canada's Bail and Sentencing Act. It includes making bail harder to get for repeat offenders, directing police to detain someone accused for a bail hearing, and asking judges to consider consecutive sentences for violent repeat offenders. While some businesses support the crackdown, confidence it will work has dwindled.
There's been many stories where police have had people in custody and everything like that, and boy, before they get finished writing up the paperwork, the person's back out on the street doing the exact same thing.
Are you hopeful this bill will make a difference for people in the area?
Again, I've been here for 43 years. No.
Patrol officers will be roaming Halifax's downtown starting next month, something some businesses say is a tangible step towards protecting them and others. Increased fines for cannabis are now in effect in Nova Scotia. Under the new fines, individuals selling cannabis illegally will be charged between $5,000 to $25,000. Businesses selling cannabis illegally can face fines between $15,000 and $50,000. Someone caught buying cannabis outside of an NSLC can be fined between $600 and $5,000. The Fredericton Police Force says a former officer who was facing criminal charges has died. Police say they wouldn't provide any details about the death of Constable Andrew Savoy out of respect for his family. Savoy was charged Tuesday with perjury, uttering forged documents, and breach of trust. He was scheduled to appear in court in August. A woman is facing attempted murder charges after she allegedly struck 2 women with her vehicle in North Sydney on Wednesday. It happened mid-afternoon in the parking lot of a supermarket on King Street. Police say 2 women were hit by a vehicle. An 84-year-old was taken to hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries, and a 52-year-old suffered minor injuries. 50-year-old Colleen Blanche Burton appeared in court Thursday afternoon. Police say the victims and Burton are known to each other. 2 people have died in a 3-vehicle collision in Nova Scotia's Antigonish County. It happened Wednesday afternoon on Highway 104 near Beaver Meadow. Police say a pickup truck rear-ended a Honda CR-V, which had slowed in a construction zone. The Honda then hit a semi-truck. A 67-year-old man and 59-year-old woman died at the scene. A 72-year-old woman is bruised and shaken after a frightening carjacking in Moncton. The victim had just stopped at a friend's house when she noticed someone getting into her car. She tried to stop the person, but wound up getting thrown to the ground.
It was the absolute most terrifying thing, and to happen in our town, like to happen in a town where she's lived 72 years in that city. And it's just heartbreaking. You know what I mean? That she can't go out, she can't go visit a friend.
Police are investigating and did recover the vehicle, but the woman's purse and ID are long gone. Just yesterday morning, another vehicle was stolen just a few kilometers away. Nova Scotia's chief medical officer is retiring after 27 years in the province's healthcare system. Dr. Robert Strang became a well-known public figure during the COVID-19 pandemic. Premier Tim Houston thanks Strang for his unwavering leadership and guidance through the pandemic and for his dedication to the health of Nova Scotians. A search for a new chief medical officer of health will begin soon. Finally, we have your Friday gas and diesel prices, and you will be paying more for gas at pumps in the Maritimes. In Nova Scotia Zone 1, gas increased by 3.6 cents. The minimum price now $1.68.9 a litre. Meantime, price of diesel in Nova Scotia did not change. It rests at a minimum price of $1.85.4 a litre. In Prince Edward Island, gas increased by 2.8 cents. The minimum price now $1.80.4 a litre. And diesel increased by just over a cent. The minimum price now $2.01.1 a litre. And in New Brunswick, gas increased by just over 2 cents. The maximum price now $1.76 a litre. And for diesel in New Brunswick, it actually dropped by 5 cents a litre. This is the only drop we have on the board this morning. The maximum price now below the $2 mark just slightly at $1.99.8 a litre. That's your look at your local news headlines on this Friday morning, and of course the gas and diesel prices. Yeah.
I love it. I wish we had an actual board, like a bulletin board with the prices on it that we could just move the numbers around, but we don't.
Yeah, move them down.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about FIFA. You know, it's going on for another few weeks. Let's get into it. The Vancouver Museum, is located near the stadium where FIFA's been being played in that city. So they have leaned in with a special exhibit. So Science World is currently hosting an exhibit from the FIFA Museum. It gives fans a chance to take a behind-the-scenes look at soccer's evolution. There are also some thrilling artifacts for Canadian fans, like Christine Sinclair's jersey from when our women won gold at the Olympics in 2021.
Oh, cool.
And Alphonso Davies' shirt from when he scored Canada's first ever World Cup goal in Qatar nearly 4 years ago.
Wow.
So if you're in Vancouver, check this out.
That is cool.
And if you're not going anywhere but your own recliner, that's fine. You can see all the FIFA World Cup coverage on CTV, TSN, and Crave. That is your home for coverage of every game during the 5-week tournament. That'll impact certain shows on certain days. Today's one of those days. So CTV News at 5 and CTV News at 6 newscasts will move to this station on certain days. Get all the details through the QR code or at ctvnewsatlantic.ca.
All right, thanks for that, Crystal. Still ahead, we have your first look at your national news headlines, and Latavia has the Friday forecast. Let's take a live look at one of our favorite train stations in southern New Brunswick. You can see lots of cloud cover there in Macadam. A look at our daily highs and a peek ahead to the last weekend of June. That's coming up next.
Good morning and happy Friday. The time now is 6:13. We're taking a live look at Charlottetown. 10 degrees to start your day. Mainly cloudy skies expected before a low chance of showers returns this afternoon. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Standby Generators. We are taking a look at our current temperatures. Not too bad starting off your day. Quite warm for parts of Atlantic Canada. 14 degrees as you head outdoors in Fredericton, with 12 degrees starting off your day in Halifax, 7 degrees in Labrador City, and also into St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast timeline. A bit of a cloudier start to the day for parts of Atlantic Canada. Seeing lots of sunshine, though, for parts of Newfoundland, and then increasing cloudiness is expected. Into the afternoon, we do have a chance of showers, around a 60% chance of it happening for New Brunswick. A risk of thunderstorms for parts of PEI and Nova Scotia. We are going to see around a 30% chance of shower activity into the afternoon for the Tri-County area of Nova Scotia and parts of Prince Edward Island. Now, Labrador is going to deal with some shower activity into the afternoon as well. This is going to increase into the overnight hours, a chance of showers for all 3 maritime provinces. Parts of Newfoundland will start to see some precipitation move in into early Saturday morning. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, we're looking at around 5 to 10 millimeters for much of New Brunswick, 10 to 20 for Woodstock, looking at around 2 to 10 millimeters across Prince Edward Island, and around 5 to 10 millimeters for mainland Nova Scotia and into the Tri-County area. For Labrador, we're looking at only around 2 to 5 millimeters for Happy Valley Goose Bay and 5 to 10 millimeters of precipitation for Port aux Basques. For forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs remain below seasonal today, ranging from 16 to 20 degrees, being the warmest into Moncton. Starting off with a mix of sun and cloud, then increasing cloudiness, a chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms expected this afternoon. For Prince Edward Island, highs between 16 to 20 degrees into Charlottetown. Mainly cloudy start to your day. Isolated showers expected this afternoon. Wind will pick up out of the southeast, 20 gusting to 40. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, highs will range from 14 degrees in Canso up to 23 in New Glasgow and Truro. A mix of sun and clouds starts off your day. For eastern Nova Scotia, a chance of showers is expected. And for Cape Breton Island, evening showers. For the rest of Nova Scotia, highs will range from 17 degrees in Halifax up to 23 in Middleton. We're looking at mainly cloudy skies starting off your day. Into the Tri-County area, seeing a mix of sun and cloud. Showers will arrive into this evening. And then for Labrador City, looking at 24 degrees as your daytime high. A mix of sun and cloud, a chance of showers, a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. 15 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland, looking at mainly sunny skies. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. Venezuela remains under a state of emergency this morning after 2 major earthquakes rocked the country. Officials say more than 230 people have been killed and thousands are injured. But the number of casualties is expected to climb, with thousands more reported missing and frantic rescue efforts continuing. CTV's Heather Wright has the latest.
A woman waves a piece of clothing from this building in La Guaira, Venezuela, one of many people trapped inside their homes following 2 of the most devastating earthquakes to hit Venezuela in more than a century. Both quakes struck near the country's northern coast. The first, a magnitude 7.2, hit around 6:04 p.m. The second, a magnitude 7.5, came just 40 seconds later.
And then I felt the ground shaking a little bit, and then just mass panic.
Rescue crews and civilians spent the night combing through the rubble of toppled buildings trying to find survivors. The 2 major earthquakes battering the country's already fragile infrastructure. More than 100 people are confirmed dead, with thousands of people still missing.
It's heartbreaking.
John Rosenberg is from Caracas and now lives in Toronto. He's worried about all the people still missing and about the devastating long-term impact these quakes will have on the country.
We feel like there was finally a recovery starting to happen, and to see the devastation and to see how much the infrastructure has suffered.
Today, Venezuela's President Delcy Rodriguez called for unity in the face of this disaster, which will likely further test her presidency. Rodriguez was installed after the United States ousted former President Nicolas Maduro in January. While Venezuela is an oil-rich country, decades of corruption and record-high inflation mean many services have been hollowed out, complicating rescue efforts. Global Affairs Canada says they have received no reports of any injuries to Canadians. And today, Ottawa announced $5 million in aid to Venezuela, a number that could rise.
We're working with our partners directly, and we will scale things as appropriate to move forward.
The Prime Minister says one of the challenges the government is facing when it comes to helping Canadians on the ground in Venezuela is that Canada does not have an embassy there. While there are no imminent plans to reopen one, Mark Carney says this disaster is a reminder of the importance of having a presence in foreign countries, even adversarial ones. Heather Wright, CTV News, Toronto.
King Charles announced he won't be moving into Buckingham Palace next year after a massive renovation is complete. The palace says the decision was taken to increase public access to the palace, which will continue to be used for official duties and major royal events. Since 2017, the palace has been undergoing a major transformation worth about $700 million Canadian. It was built in the 1820s, has 775 rooms, and gets about 700,000 visitors a year. The palace has been the London home of every British monarch since Queen Victoria, but the reigning king and queen are currently living in nearby Clarence House. Now to the World Cup. Team Canada has officially advanced further in the World Cup than our team has ever been before. The only small disappointment is that Wednesday's loss means the team's next game will be in LA instead of Vancouver. Still, one of the team's leaders says the game's location won't be an issue.
We're playing in LA. We're not playing in, I was telling these guys, we're not playing on Mars or Pluto, you know what I mean? Like, I do expect quite a few Canadians to be down there. It's a World Cup knockout game. It's the biggest game in our men's program's history. So I'm still expecting it to be a pretty big spectacle, which is something that, again, we're excited by. Look, again, we would have loved to stay in Vancouver. There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, if you told me a month ago that, we're going to have qualified second place in your group, guaranteed into the knockouts, and not sitting here in third place having to wait on results, or in fourth place, obviously knowing that you're done, I think I would have shaken your hand for that.
South Africa has qualified as Canada's round of 32 opponent. Canada will go into the match as a fairly heavy betting favorite. The knockout stage match kicks off at 4 p.m. Atlantic on TSN, CTV, and Crave. And another break here. We will have your must-see moment from our colleagues at TSN, plus your business headlines from BNN, Bloomberg, Your Morning Atlantic. We'll be right back after this. Please stay with us.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100 Halifax.
Big moment. Also, I'd like to put in a request for the This Day in History playlist. There's a lot of fun little jams on that. All right, 6:24. Time now to check in with our friends at TSN Sports Center for today's must-see moment.
Hi, everyone. Mark Rowe inside the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Thursday forward. We go to the LPGA opening round of the KPMG Women's PGA Championship, and check out the shot by Amanda Doherty. Her tee shot from 17 doesn't get any better than that. A hole-in-one, a perfect shot for the ace. She would finish the day at even par. More importantly, she earns your must-see moment from Thursday. And today we've got more from the FIFA World Cup. Norway takes on France, as well as Senegal taking on Iraq. It all starts at 2:45 p.m. Eastern across the TSN network. That's all from the SportsCenter newsroom. Have a great day.
This TSN must-see moment brought to you by J.R. Rahe's Furniture and Appliances.
And on the markets, the Dow ended yesterday up 71 points. Markets were up, and there was some news about BlackBerry. Here are your business headlines from our colleagues over at BNN.
BlackBerry's raising its annual revenue forecast. That sent shares up about 20% today. The company's focus is QNX, its critical operating system for vehicles. In its most recent quarter, BlackBerry reported revenue of $153 million U.S., a 26% improvement year over year. BlackBerry now predicts full-year revenue for 2027 to be around $600 million. Jameson Wellness says it's considering an unsolicited offer to buy the company. Jameson sells vitamins, minerals, and supplements. The Toronto-based firm says there's no certainty talks will lead to a deal. Jameson stock did gain on the news. The price of crude oil started creeping back up today after concerns were raised about getting through the Strait of Hormuz safely. A ship was hit today by an unknown projectile. Other tankers turned around earlier in the day, saying they heard the Iranian Navy telling them not to cross. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is up to 70.43. West Texas Intermediate up over $2 to 71.97. Western Canadian Select is down over $3 to 55.77. And the TSX was up 114 points today. Those are your business headlines. I'm Morella Fernandez.
Taking a look at our weekend forecast, a high of 22 degrees in New Brunswick today. Mainly cloudy skies start off the day. Scattered showers into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Into the weekend on Saturday, 22 degrees yet again is your daytime high. A bit of sunshine before scattered showers return into the afternoon. And on Sunday, warming up, 25 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud with isolated showers into the afternoon. For Nova Scotia, 24 degrees today, mainly cloudy with evening showers. 22 degrees on Saturday, scattered showers expected. And then on Sunday, 22 yet again, looking at isolated showers. For Prince Edward Island, 20 degrees today, mainly cloudy start to your day, isolated showers into the afternoon. Isolated showers will clear on Saturday, leaving a mix of sun and cloud, cooling down to 18 degrees. 19 on Sunday with isolated showers expected throughout your day. Time now is 6:27. We'll be right back.
Just ahead in this half hour, the Moon Morning Chat. Today we're talking about our favorite concert memories, and we want to know yours. That conversation in about 15 minutes on Your Morning Atlantic.
It is 6:31. If you're up this early, we're so grateful for your time, and we are happy to be the first ones to say good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Bon matin, maybe, if you're Acadian.
Yeah. Okay, you were just showing Latavia pictures of the salt shakers you bought at the shopping place.
Goodness.
I think you need to share with the whole class.
They're adorable.
You think you can pull them up later for us?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I will. You're so cute. I'll share them. Yeah, they're from Borden Carlton from Shop and Play. We're going to be interviewing them a little bit later in the show to talk about their viral videos of the Man of Green Gables. So excited. But when I was in the shop last week, they have this amazing collection of salt and pepper shakers. And yeah, I went back to buy a second set because I got a set for my father, another set for my sister.
Aww.
And now I think I could go back and get some for Latavia too.
Absolutely.
There you go.
I'll get those photos ready.
Road trip.
Road trip, let's do it. That has me fueled up with energy.
Yeah, it really does.
Salt shakers, imagine that.
Looks like salt shakers have these boats.
St. John is quite beautiful. I really enjoyed my time there last summer.
It's
Can't wait
magical,
to go back.
right?
It's really
I
magical.
need to make it down there. It's so gorgeous. Clear skies this morning. Looking at mainly sunny skies sticking around throughout your day today. Currently 7 degrees, but temperatures will rise a little bit later on. We are going to see quite a warm up today for parts of the region. Others remaining below seasonal for our daytime highs, but already 14 degrees as you head outdoors in St. John, New Brunswick. 13 degrees in Yarmouth, 6 in Sydney with 10 degrees in Charlottetown. Already 14 in Happy Valley, Goose Bay. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. Although we do have some sunshine for parts of the Maritime region, Newfoundland seeing sunshine throughout your day today, we do have precipitation in the forecast as well. A low chance of showers for parts of the Maritimes and scattered showers, rather, into the afternoon and a risk of thunderstorms for New Brunswick. In terms of our wind forecast, going to remain quite light for much of the Maritime region. As of right now, 15 kilometers per hour in St. John, New Brunswick, 13 in North Cape and Moncton, 11 in Greenwood and Halifax. No wind gusts to report at this time. We'll take another look at your forecast just ahead. But first, a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. The overdose crisis in Moncton shows no sign of slowing down, which is having a significant impact on frontline workers at homeless shelters.
For our staff, it's been both emotionally and physically exhausting. They're responding to crisis after crisis, day after day, while continuing to provide 24-hour care.
According to Harvest House Atlantic, from June 1st to June 24th, the shelter's teams have managed a total of 873 overdose calls. That's an average of 36 a day. The total needing naloxone intervention was 320, an average of 18 per day. And the highest day was 70 overdose responses. The shelter manager at the St. George Street Hub says staff are tired, but still showing up day after day. The death of a young person and the report chronicling his experiences in New Brunswick's welfare system has sparked demands for change. CTV's Anna Mandan has more.
I am terrified every day that we will have another Bobby.
It's messages like this that this youth advocate hopes will hit home with members of the legislature. It was delivered at a recently reconvened standing committee on social policy after a teenager, referred to as Bobby, died of an overdose, following years of social development workers declining to intervene.
Bobby let his voice be heard, and nobody listened, time and time again.
According to a report from the Child and Youth Advocate, social workers screened out 15 referrals for the Social Development Department to intervene in his life, including concerns that Bobby and his mother were homeless and that the youth's mother was using drugs. Now, some advocates say they too are seeing situations similar to Bobby's played out sometimes every day.
We see kids that when help is denied, they end up in the sex trade. They end up trafficked. They end up facing more significant mental health and addiction struggles.
Social Development Minister Cindy Miles issued a statement yesterday saying the department has reviewed each case cited in the report in detail and that the department has partnered with an external organization to better support youth experiencing homelessness and other needs. But for many, the push for change is urgent.
The house is on fire. We have to put out the fire and then prevent the fire from happening again.
Anna Mandan, CTV News, Fredericton.
Nova Scotia's chief medical officer is retiring after 27 years in the province's healthcare system. Dr. Robert Strang became a well-known public figure during the COVID-19 pandemic. Premier Tim Houston thanks Strang for his unwavering leadership and guidance through the pandemic and for his dedication to the health of Nova Scotians. A search for a new chief medical officer of health will begin soon. You will be paying more for gas at Maritime pumps. In Nova Scotia Zone 1, gas increased by 3.6 cents a litre. The minimum price now $1.68.9. Meantime, price of diesel did not change. It rests at a minimum price of $1.85.4. In PEI, gas increased by 2.8 cents. The minimum price $1.80.4. And diesel increased by just over a cent. The minimum price $2.01.1. And in New Brunswick, gas increased by just over 2 cents. The maximum price now $1.76 a litre. However, diesel dropped by 5 cents a liter. The maximum price, it's now below the $2 mark, but just barely at $1.99.8 per liter. Well, it's not every day a famous singing group comments on local traffic in Halifax, but that is exactly what's happening. Take a look at this. In a tongue-in-cheek public service announcement on social media, the Chicks told their 1.5 million followers that the McDonald Bridge was closed to traffic to, quote, replace the lane control system, presumably in anticipation of the Chicks concert this weekend. The group is scheduled to perform in the city tonight, headlining at Halifax Music Fest. And the Post goes on to say, please follow for all important updates related to the Angus L. McDonald Bridge.
Shout out to the Chicks and all the people that maybe, I don't know if they themselves did it or their people did, but great job.
Great job with their PR people. There's, sometimes it can be disappointing when you have a talent, whether it's a musician or a comedian who comes to the region and they don't really know it, or at least attempt to know it.
Yep, embrace it.
Embrace it. And I just, like you said, love that fact that they really took something hyper local.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Leaned into it.
That's
like
awesome.
Doing the research. Love that.
I love posts like that. And then they jump right to the comments to see what the people say, and it's always really funny.
The McDonald Bridge is open, though, right now.
It is open. It is open right now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just to let you know.
It was closed this week at night for some of those repairs, but it's open now.
Yes, yeah.
Just in time for the Chicks concert. Okay, speaking of Chicks, here, let's check out Helene. She's not a chick anymore. She's growing up so nicely.
What a big girl.
Yeah, look at her. Now we get this nice, like you really get to see her pretty face.
So cute.
Wow.
I wonder when in the eagle's life her feathers will change to white at the head.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good question.
I think that they, like, for camouflage reasons, they keep them like the same colors. Oh, hello,
Look
Helene.
How curious she is. She's like, I didn't like that there. This.
She's arranging things the way she likes it.
Yeah, it's my room. I'm gonna have it the way I want it.
So I'm going to keep my eye on the cam today, and if she starts to begin her practicing her flying lessons again, I'll pull it up again.
That would be amazing.
So beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks so much to the Port Moreland Wildlife Association for doing that for us this year. We've really enjoyed the cam. Oh, Vicky in the control room has a note for me in my ear. What's that, Vicky? Okay.
Whoa,
she says she looked it up, unless she's an ornithologist, and I don't know it. Their feathers turn white in 4 to 5 years when they reach maturity.
Wow.
So it's going to be a minute or two before we see her feathers turn white. Yeah.
Hello. All right, still ahead. I like how we all go silent.
We're like, yeah, mothership is speaking.
Yeah.
Yep, got it.
Must stop. Input incoming.
So true.
All right, still ahead. We're going to go to Hollywood. We have your entertainment headlines. Always love to find out which films are going to be heading to the big screen over the weekend. But before that, we're talking about live, in-person entertainment. We want to know what's your favorite concert memory and why. Join us for the conversation right after this. Time is 6:40 on your Friday morning.
Happy Friday, Atlantic, Canada. The time now is 6:43. Taking a live look at Edmonton. 10 degrees starting off your day. Mainly cloudy skies with showers arriving later this morning into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. We are seeing a bit of a warm start to the day for parts of Atlantic Canada. As of right now, it is 14 degrees in Fredericton, 10 starting off your day in Charlottetown with 12 degrees in Halifax, 13 in Yarmouth, 7 degrees in Labrador City, and 8 degrees starting off your day in Gander. Here's a look at our forecast timeline. We are holding on to sunshine for much of Newfoundland to start your day. Parts of Labrador seeing some sunny breaks, and into the Maritime region, we will be seeing a bit of sunshine as cloud coverage and fog continues to clear out. For parts of the Maritime region, we also have showers moving in for New Brunswick, a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. Also going to see a chance of showers for parts of Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island, around a 30% chance of it happening this afternoon. And then into this evening, a chance of showers will continue to spread across much of Nova Scotia. That will take us into early Saturday morning. We are going to see precipitation also arrive in parts of Newfoundland. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, we are going to see accumulation with this system. The heaviest being 10 to 20 millimeters for Woodstock, 2 to 10 across Prince Edward Island, 5 to 10 millimeters for parts of mainland Nova Scotia into the Tri-County area. And then for Labrador, we're only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters for Happy Valley Goose Bay, 5 to 10 for Port aux Basques. For a forecast today for New Brunswick, below seasonal daytime highs ranging from 16 to 20 degrees being the warmest into Moncton. Seeing a bit of sunshine as cloud coverage breaks down early in the morning. We do have showers moving in this afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms. Pretty light wind expected today. For Prince Edward Island, highs between 16 to 20 degrees being the warmest into Charlottetown. Mainly cloudy start to your day. Isolated showers expected this afternoon. Wind will pick up out of the southeast, 20 gusting to 40. For Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, starting off the day with a bit of sunshine and then increasing cloudiness for eastern Nova Scotia. Seeing showers arrive into the evening with daytime highs between 14 degrees in Canso up to 23 in New Glasgow and Truro. For the rest of Nova Scotia, looking at mainly cloudy skies starting off your day for mainland Nova Scotia. For the Tri-County area, seeing some sunshine and into the afternoon, isolated showers expected. Evening showers for mainland Nova Scotia with highs between 17 to 23. For Labrador City, we're looking at 24 degrees today, a mix of sun and clouds starts off the day. Showers arrive into the afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms. 15 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland. Mainly sunny skies expected today. So here's a look at our forecast for Saturday. We are going to see seasonal daytime highs for the most part, and we're still holding on to some shower activity across Atlantic Canada. Into our forecast for Sunday, much of the same is expected, but a cloudier day is ahead, and we are going to see that shower activity continue. It's around a 30% chance of it happening for the Maritime region, though. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to the Move Morning Chat.
Good morning. It's the time for the Move Morning Chat with our friends Aaron and Peter from Move Mornings in Halifax. Of course, we got to talk about music, and we have so many wonderful acts coming to the region. Made us think, what's your favorite concert memory that you have? Aaron, Peter, I want to hear yours.
I just want to set the stage for you because tonight, in fact, Halifax Music Fest gets going. And coming on stage tonight will be folks like Blue Rodeo, Shabuzi, one of my favorite artists of the last couple of years, and the Chicks in particular, who are coming here. And it happens to be the 20th anniversary of their song, Not Ready to Make Nice.
20 years?
All that,
wow.
Yeah. All that to say, they played in Halifax at Scotiabank Centre probably about 18 years ago or so. And Canada was one of the first places to embrace the Chicks again after a lot of controversy over that song at the time, when they were basically blacklisted from playing in the United States. My favorite concert moment happened during that concert when they were singing that song. It starts off with the whole, forgive, sounds good, forget, I'm not sure I could. But the moment when they sing the very powerful bridge, and they're talking about the hate letters that they got and how this just isn't right and how can people do this. At the end of that bridge, the entire audience in Scotiabank Centre was on their feet, giving them, I get chills just thinking about it, a standing ovation in the middle of the song.
Wow.
And then just took them out, and that was just such a special concert moment in particular for me that I wanted to bring that one up this morning, especially since they're going to play here tonight again.
So fun. I love that. My favorite concert memory was in 2008, and it was actually the very first time I came to the Maritimes. My entire family and I flew here. Actually, we went to Moncton to see the Eagles at Magnetic Hill, 2008. John Fogerty opened for them. And it was so funny because my parents were like, you guys, we have to all do this together. The Eagles are iconic. We were there so early, and we were so close to the stage, and my parents did not want to leave. And all of us were saying, hey, can we just go up on the hill over there and sit down? My parents were like, if you guys walk away from the spot, we are never going to see you again. There were so many people there, but we talk about it to this day. So cool of my parents to take all 4 kids across the country to see the Eagles. It's like the best memory for all of us.
That's iconic.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm going to take mine to the Scotiabank Centre as well, Peter. And this was actually just in 2023. Remember when Shania Twain announced her Queen of Me tour, and nobody could get tickets? It was sold out so fast. I was fortunate enough to see her in Vegas a few years earlier. Big Shania Twain fan. Tried to get the tickets, couldn't get the tickets. Anyways, long story short, it's a few days before the concert, and one of our coworkers, her husband is fantastic at finding tickets. Some tickets were being released, but no one knew this because it was sold out. So it was just 2 days before the concert. So when I logged on to get it, managed to get a seat super close to the stage, and I went with my coworker, Andrea Jarrett, who's also my friend, and she's on our web team here. So we ended up going together.
That's exciting.
So happy. And it was just a fantastic concert, but it was really special that we didn't think we would be able to make it. Then we got to go. Fantastic. And then on top of this, fast forward, we're looking forward to Hilary Duff playing at the Scotiabank Centre. Again, couldn't get tickets, but Andrea managed to score us tickets through an auction. So we're going to go again.
Yeah, I could not get tickets for that concert. I was not happy.
If I get sick, you can take mine.
Yeah, maybe some will come up. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to pose this question to our viewers. We want to know, what is a concert, your favorite concert memory? Text us at 10400. We'll share those answers a little later.
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
Welcome back. Time now is 6:54. We're going to head over to Hollywood and take a look at your entertainment headlines.
It's our last day. We're out of time.
The final season of The Bear is now available on FX and Hulu. ABC Audio caught up with star Jeremy Allen White on how the final season takes place over the course of a single day.
I think it makes so much sense for everybody to throw themselves into this last service, to be existing with these characters in real time, and that just like, it amps everything up.
Disney is the parent company of FX, Hulu, and ABC News.
It's really happening. Do you know what that means? I need a makeover.
Shrek's beloved sidekick is getting his own spin-off. Universal Pictures has confirmed that DreamWorks Animation will make a Shrek prequel film about Donkey's origin story. The film hits theaters in 2028.
Well, how's everybody doing today out in that hot, boiling sun?
Dolly Parton making a surprise public appearance Wednesday in Cornersville, Tennessee. The music icon was there for the grand opening of her new business venture called Dolly's Tennessee and Travel Shop. The roadside truck stop features gas, food, a laundromat, showers, and all sorts of Dolly swag. And happy birthday to Ariana Grande, who's 33 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Dave Packer, ABC News.
Happening now in local news, facing a barrage of criticism that it's too soft on retail crime, Ottawa announcing some tougher measures. That announcement happening in Halifax yesterday. We'll have the details just ahead. Plus, a 72-year-old New Brunswick woman is bruised and shaken after a frightening carjacking in Moncton. Plus, you will be paying more for gas at Maritime pumps. We'll have those numbers in just a few moments. That's for your top news headlines at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. But first, it's a look at the weekend forecast with Latavia.
Thanks, Amanda. Starting off in New Brunswick, 22 degrees today. Mainly cloudy skies start off the day with showers moving in this afternoon, a risk of thunderstorms. On Saturday, seeing sunshine return, but so does scattered showers into the afternoon, 22 degrees yet again. On Sunday, 25 with a mix of sun and cloud and a low chance of showers into the afternoon. For Nova Scotia, 24 degrees today, mainly cloudy for parts of the province, seeing a bit of sunshine early in the morning. Evening showers expected. 22 degrees on Saturday, looking at scattered showers, and isolated showers continue on Sunday, a high yet again of 22. Prince Edward Island, 20 degrees today, mainly cloudy skies start off the day. Isolated showers move in this afternoon. Isolated showers start off the day on Saturday, clear out, leaving sunshine. 90 degrees on Sunday with isolated showers returning.
It's Friday, June 26th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, getting tough on retail crime. New laws target thieves, vandals, and threats. We'll have details just ahead in your news.
And recent graduates and stress. It's an exciting time of life for many, but can also cause anxiety and uncertainty. We'll chat with clinical psychologist Dr. Dana Lee Bagley about coping strategies. Those stories and more coming up in this half hour on the Friday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic, Canada. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday, ending off the work week. Can't believe ending off June shortly.
Wild.
Yes.
Time is flying. Wild, wild, wild.
Canada Day going to be on Wednesday.
Yes.
The July 1st, but this is the last weekend of June, too.
I know.
Wow. Oh my gosh, wow.
Time is flying.
It really is flying by. Interesting weather coming up for the weekend. I've got a track meet this weekend, so it's going to be, I don't mind. Whether it's warm or it's raining, either way you can kind of make an excuse for that. It's a good thing when it comes to track meets.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, we are going to see it a bit cooler than we would probably like it to be. Not for running, though. I know that's great.
Maybe if you had like a barbecue planned outside or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we do have some shower activity still holding on into the weekend forecast, but what can you do?
What can you do? It's not a bad idea to have the showers. I know some people don't love the heat. Look at how stunning it is. This is a very popular spot for our tourism season.
Yes.
Lunenburg, iconic.
It's gorgeous down there.
Ready for the tours this morning. It looks beautiful.
Absolutely. So we are going to see some sunshine for parts of Atlantic Canada today, but we are going to see a cloudier day ahead for much of the region. So something to keep in mind is that we do have some shower activity moving in across parts of the region as well. 12 degrees to start your day in Halifax, warmer in Yarmouth at 14, as well as into Fredericton. 10 degrees starting off your day in Charlottetown, 14 degrees over in Happy Valley, Goose Bay, and we're looking at 8 degrees in Corner Brook. Here's a look at your satellite and radar. Sunshine across much of Newfoundland today, and for parts of the Maritime region, some sunshine early in the morning for Cape Breton, parts of eastern Nova Scotia, and into the Tri-County area. Other than that, though, for the most part, mainly cloudy skies. Fog patches early on will dissipate a little bit later this morning, and we do have a chance of showers returning into the afternoon. In terms of the wind forecast, going to be quite light for much of the Maritime region. As of right now, it is only 15 kilometers per hour in St. John, New Brunswick, 13 into North Cape and Moncton, 11 in Greenwood and Halifax. No wind gusts to report at this time. We'll take another look at your weekend forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. Facing a barrage of criticism that it's too soft on retail crime, Ottawa has announced some tougher measures.
We heard from business owners repeatedly who are increasingly frustrated when people don't want to come to their downtown business districts because of the culture that has emerged with episodes of crime and often violent crime.
After hearing those concerns, the federal government says changes have been made to Bill C-14, Canada's Bail and Sentencing Act. It includes making bail harder to get for repeat offenders, directing police to detain someone accused for a bail hearing, and asking judges to consider consecutive sentences for violent repeat offenders. While some businesses support the crackdown, confidence it will work has dwindled.
There's been many stories where police have had people in custody and everything like that, and before they get finished writing up the paperwork, the person's back out on the street doing the exact same thing.
Are you hopeful this bill will make a difference for people in the area?
Again, I've been here for 43 years. No.
Roaming Halifax's downtown starting next month, something some businesses say is a tangible step towards protecting them and others. Increased fines for cannabis are now in effect in Nova Scotia. Under the new fines, individuals selling cannabis illegally will be charged between $5,000 to $25,000. Businesses selling cannabis illegally can face fines between $15,000 and $50,000. Someone caught buying cannabis outside of an NSLC, they can be fined between $600 and $5,000. A former Fredericton police officer facing numerous criminal charges has died. The force confirmed the sudden passing of former Constable Andy Savoy. A day ago, it was revealed the 28-year-old was charged with perjury, uttering forged documents, and breach of trust. He resigned from the force in January. In a statement, Fredericton police offered their condolences and said they would not comment further. A woman is facing attempted murder charges after she allegedly struck 2 women with her vehicle in North Sydney Wednesday. It happened mid-afternoon in the parking lot of a supermarket on King Street. Police say 2 women were hit by a vehicle. An 84-year-old was taken to hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries, and a 52-year-old suffered minor injuries. 50-year-old Colleen Blanche Burton appeared in court Thursday afternoon. Police say the victims and Burton are known to each other. A 72-year-old woman is bruised and shaken after a frightening carjacking in Moncton. The victim had just stopped at a friend's house when she noticed someone getting into her car. She tried to stop the person, but wound up getting thrown to the ground.
It was the absolute most terrifying thing to happen in our town, like to happen in a town where she's lived 72 years in that city. And it's just heartbreaking. You know what I mean? That she can't go out, she can't go visit a friend.
Police are investigating and did recover the vehicle, but the woman's purse and ID long gone. Just yesterday morning, another vehicle was stolen just a few kilometers away. You will be paying more for gas at Maritime pumps this morning. In Nova Scotia, Zone 1, gas increased by 3.6 cents. The minimum price now $1.68.9 a litre. Meantime, price of diesel did not change. It rests at a minimum price of $1.85.4 a litre in the Halifax area. In Prince Edward Island, gas increased by 2.8 cents. The minimum price $1.80.4 a litre. And diesel increased by just over a cent. The minimum price $2.01.1. And in New Brunswick, gas increased by just over 2 cents. The maximum price $1.76 a litre. Meantime, diesel dropped by 5 cents. The maximum price now below the $2 mark at $1.99.8 a litre. Finally, a jeweler in Dubai is getting in on the World Cup action by creating a unique piece inspired by one of the most coveted prizes in sports. So this replica of the World Cup trophy is made of Lego and is also decorated with 900 diamonds and set in 18-karat gold. Yeah, you thought Lego was expensive before. Now it's even more. The knockoff cup took 35 days to complete, and while the jeweler has no intention of selling the piece, it is worth more than $80,000.
Whoa!
I know you can buy the Lego of that trophy, of the FIFA World Cup trophy, but obviously not with the gold, like real gold.
Wild.
And diamonds. But wow, you are a big fan of both soccer, jewelry, and Lego.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
To pull this off.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, the
big
Lego
diamonds.
Indeed.
Did they use the Lego app or the booklet to build it? I don't know.
Probably to do the original trophy, I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that is probably even worth more than the actual World Cup trophy with all those diamonds on it. I don't know.
With the diamond? Oh, geez. Who knows?
We'll keep it with World Cup theme. We met Myrtle and the duck recently on our show. All right. Well, here's another one of Mexico's most beloved pets at the World Cup. It's an 8-year-old poodle named Osito. He's a fan favorite, in part because of his daily rides through Mexico City on this bike. His outfit is noteworthy, as you can see. He's always dressed in a Mexico shirt, sunglasses, and cap. He's been stealing hearts and drawing crowds of people hoping for a picture with him. Osito, we love it.
No way.
I know.
Those glasses, like the sunnies, just seal the deal.
He's like, I can't see anything.
No pictures, please, please.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just trying to live.
Ready for his close-up. Look at him go. Little basket.
Oh my gosh,
My
I
goodness.
can't.
Okay, so there he is. Now, we don't have exclusive coverage of Osito, but we do have all of the games at World Cup on CTV, TSN, and Crave. That's where you can see everything over the 5-week tournament. Will impact our news shows on some days, including today. So CTV News at 5 and CTV News at 6 will move to CTV 2. For all the details, you can see that QR code or go to ctvnewsatlantic.ca.
Canada playing South Africa in LA Sunday at 4 p.m. Atlantic.
Yes.
Sunday. All right, still ahead on this Friday, we'll have a look at your national news headlines, and it's a look at the Friday forecast. Let's go to Western Newfoundland now for a live look at Corner Brook. Look how lush the trees are looking.
So beautiful. Yeah, very different than when we saw it a few months ago.
Big time. The forecast is next.
Good morning. The time now is 7:13 on your Friday morning. We are taking a live look at Brookvale. 12 degrees starting off your day, cloudy and foggy early this morning. Looking at some isolated showers moving in this afternoon. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. 12 degrees as of right now, heading outdoors in Halifax. 14 starting off your day in Yarmouth. 15 degrees in St. John, New Brunswick, with 11 in Charlottetown. 12 currently in Labrador City, and 9 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland. We do have a bit of sunshine in the forecast across Newfoundland this morning. Also into parts of Nova Scotia, we will be seeing some sunshine early on. But for the most part, Atlantic Canada is dealing with a cloudy start to the day, fog patches early on in the morning, and we do have a chance of showers that will be tracking across New Brunswick, a risk of thunderstorms. A low chance of showers also expected into Prince Edward Island and parts of Nova Scotia. Into this evening, a chance of showers continues for all 3 maritime provinces, starting to make its way over into Newfoundland. We are going to see some wet weather early into the morning on Saturday. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, we are going to see around 5 to 10 millimeters for much of New Brunswick, the heaviest being into Woodstock at 10 to 20 millimeters, 2 to 10 millimeters across Prince Edward Island, and 5 to 10 for parts of Nova Scotia. For Labrador, only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters for Happy Valley Goose Bay and 5 to 10 into Port aux Basques. For a forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs remain below seasonal, ranging from 16 to 20 degrees, being the warmest into Moncton. A bit of sunshine, but for the most part, mainly cloudy skies. We are going to see some scattered showers move in this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms and light wind expected across the province today. Prince Edward Island highs will range from 16 to 20 degrees, being the warmest into Charlottetown. Mainly cloudy start to your day, isolated showers into the afternoon. Wind will pick up out of the southeast, 20 gusting to 40. Then for Cape Breton Island, eastern Nova Scotia, looking at some sunshine early on. Increasing cloudiness for eastern Nova Scotia, looking at a chance of showers for parts of eastern Nova Scotia this afternoon. Only around a 30% chance of it happening. And then for this part of the province, evening showers also expected. For the rest of Nova Scotia, highs will range from 17 degrees in Halifax up to 24 in Middleton. Mainly cloudy skies for mainland Nova Scotia. For the Tri-County area, starting off with sunshine, seeing isolated showers into the afternoon. For mainland Nova Scotia, showers into the evening. And then for Labrador City, 24 degrees as your daytime high. A mix of sun and cloud with a chance of showers this afternoon, a risk of thunderstorms. 15 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland, holding on to that sunshine throughout your day today. So that's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to meteorologist Kaylin Mitchell.
This is your Campfire Conditions Report brought to you by Pine Acres RV, where customers become friends. In the province of New Brunswick, campfires are currently allowed. For Nova Scotia, campfires are permitted between the hours of 2 p.m. and 8 a.m. And in Prince Edward Island, campfires are allowed with domestic brush burning between the hours of 2 p.m. and 8 a.m. Those conditions are valid until 2 p.m. on June 26.
To international news now, the Royal Bank of Canada has been handed a $4.25 million fine for violating the Bank Act. The Financial Consumer Agency of Canada says the bank failed to transfer credits from deactivated credit card accounts to customers' new accounts. As a result, it says the customers received inaccurate monthly statements and some were charged extra fees. Prime Minister Mark Carney says he had a phone conversation with U.S. President Donald Trump this week, but he says the Canada-U.S.-Mexico free trade agreement was not discussed. The Prime Minister gave the update during a session with media in Ottawa yesterday. CTV's Abigail Beeman has more.
Morning. The Prime Minister ran through his record, touting a successful spring session.
We have the right plan. We're on track, but there's much more to do.
Taking questions, Mark Carney peeled back the curtain on what he called a long conversation with President Trump and senior officials, including Secretary of War Pete Hegseth.
On a range of issues, some related to NATO, some related to the situation in Iran and the broader Middle East, both current and structural issues. Is a very constructive conversation. There's things we're working on together.
He wouldn't share details on Iran, but with the deadline for a review of the North American free trade deal next week.
We didn't discuss CUSMA yesterday.
Mr. Carney has a long telephone conversation with the president and doesn't even bring it up. What could be a greater priority to this country?
CTV News asked the Prime Minister about these comments from the U.S. ambassador.
Obviously, we're not anywhere close to announcing any type of a framework or an interim agreement.
What I have seen with the president is that you're not close to make a deal and then you make a deal. So both things can be true.
Carney said Canada is holding out for a reason.
We could sign a bad deal this afternoon, right? We could have signed a bad deal a year ago. We're not going to sign a bad deal. So it has to be a real deal.
The Prime Minister also teased another topic, promising an announcement on the future of 24 Sussex. That's the official residence of the Prime Minister in disrepair that hasn't been lived in a decade.
Abigail Beeman, CTV News, Ottawa.
Thank you, Abigail. Another break here on Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, we'll get advice on how grads may be feeling this time of year with graduation. Your Morning Atlantic will be right back after this.
Welcome back. It's 7:22, and it's graduation season, and it's an exciting time for many young students, but it can also be an overwhelming season in a person's life. To help navigate the stress and uncertainty, we're joined by clinical psychologist Dr. Dana Lee Bagley. Thanks so much for coming and joining us today, Dana.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So this is putting Gen Z in the spotlight, right? So let's trap. You have a 16-year-old child. I have a Gen Z age child. What are they thinking at this time of year?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things in general about Gen Z. For example, one of the things that they do really well is they're really big on mental health. They like protecting their mental health. For example, when they get into the workplace, they're all about mental health days. Something to keep in mind, though, for them sometimes is that mental health isn't just to feel good. It's to do meaningful things. And so sometimes they think that mental health is just so they don't have to feel uncomfortable or they should always feel good. Now, keep in mind, older generations have their faults as well. Older generations really should take more mental health days. They're probably not taking enough mental health days. And so we're often trying to help people gain the skills in the middle, the older generations to take more mental health days and younger generations to push through more often through discomfort.
Okay, so let's dig in specifically to some of the uncomfortable feelings that come up around graduation. First, the excitement. There's a lot of celebration. They're big parties. So that I guess, is a positive time in a person's life.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's lots of uncertainty facing grads nowadays, right? So they're trying to decide about careers and which ones will be impacted by AI, which careers might not exist by the time they're done university. University careers are not what they used to be. They're not a golden ticket anymore to success. There's lots of opportunities, though, in trades, for example, where there's shortages. One thing to keep in mind is there's going to be shortages in all kinds of different professions, but they're trying to navigate that and figure out which jobs they should go into and which might not exist anymore because AI might take them over.
That's true. That's something relatively new, is the threat of AI. A lot of people are uncertain what their future holds. I think that can be a very scary time. But I think from my own experience, and you can weigh in on this in a clinical way, sometimes it's best to just pick a lane, start to work, or do whatever you're going to do. And then sometimes the answers come. For example, I took a job right out of school and realized that's what I did not want to do. That's what led me to TV.
Yeah, and there's lots of change. People often go through different careers through their lifetime. One of the best ways to think about university, for example, is it's a way to learn how to learn, right? That it's not the specifics that you're learning. Sometimes there's specifics, but really you're learning how to learn. You're also getting the experience of adulting on your own, right? Yeah. And all of those parts. Those can be scary things for Gen Z. They tend to be risk averse, right? They're not as comfortable doing new and different things. And so that's a big part for them, is to, try to do more independent things and to tolerate that discomfort of doing different things.
Tapping into that discomfort, let's say you do have a teen who's headed off to post-secondary education away from home. That can be very scary.
Yeah. Yeah, and we wanted, it's the same thing when we talk about kids starting school, is start early, practicing kind of the habits and the skills. So practice some of the things now that they're going to need to do later. You want to kind of do it gradually, kind of changing the support that you're providing, gradually changing how much you're doing for them rather than an all-at-once thing. And to think about scaffolding, so helping them do the things. For example, my teenager learned how to do laundry and the first couple times forgot to put soap in. So you want to help them with those skills because they seem really natural to people who've been doing them a long time, but there's actually a lot of steps that they need to remember. Scaffolding is like helping them do those things at early stages until they learn all the skills to be able to do them themselves.
Like training wheels. You know, eventually they won't need that support anymore. Yeah. Okay, well, that's about the time we have, Dana. Thank you so much for your thoughts this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, it's 7:25. We put more information about Dana's practice on our website. And now we'll turn our attention over to Latavia.
Thanks, Crystal. Taking another look at our 3-day forecast for the weekend. 22 degrees today, mainly cloudy start to your day with scattered showers this afternoon and a risk of thunderstorms. 22 degrees on Saturday. We do have sunshine, but also the return of showers into the afternoon. And then on Sunday, 25 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud, isolated showers expected. For Nova Scotia, 24 degrees today. We do have some sunshine, but also seeing mainly cloudy skies. For the Tri-County area, showers this afternoon. Showers across the province into the evening. 22 degrees on Saturday with scattered showers continuing. Isolated showers expected on Sunday with a high yet again of 22. Prince Edward Island, 20 degrees today. Mainly cloudy skies start off your day. A chance of showers this afternoon. 18 degrees on Saturday. A mix of sun and cloudy for the afternoon, and isolated showers return on Sunday.
Just ahead in this half hour, have you tried Japanese cheesecake yet? We'll visit a local stand where the trendy dessert is sure to become your new favorite treat. That's in about 15 minutes on Your Morning Atlantic.
Halfway through the show on this Friday, last Friday of June. Yeah. I'm excited to get to visit Eric's shop and see what Japanese cheesecake's all about. Never tried it.
Never tried it?
I have tried
yes.
it. Yes. So for the boys' second birthday, my mom brought some home for them to try. They were not fans.
Oh, really?
Oh, they weren't fans.
Neither was I.
Really?
Really?
No.
Not for you?
My husband loved it.
Yeah,
loved
most
it.
people love it.
Yes, most people love it. For me, it was just a little lighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most people love cheesecake in any form. I am one of those people. I would say that the vast majority of people love cheesecake, and I'd love to try Japanese cheesecake. You fall into the 0.0001% that don't like cheesecake.
You know what's funny? I think you'd like Japanese cheesecake.
Do you know, I think I agree with you. Looking at it, when you say light and fluffy, I actually think that sounds up my alley.
It is.
This is a cheesecake that I could get behind. I don't know what it is. Regular cheesecake, I don't like it, but that does look appealing.
Yeah, you would love it.
It's the heavy denseness you don't like. Yeah.
It tastes incredible.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, and Eric is so kind. You'll get to meet him in a moment. It's definitely worth a swing by. Give it a try. Because people just can't get enough of it.
My mom constantly talks about it. She's like, I need to get another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, swing by, pick some up today. Maybe go to the public gardens and have a little snack, or go to the beach.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Nice snack on the beach.
Right?
Indeed.
Perfection. All right, well, as you can see, it is a bit of a cloudier start to the day for Lockport. We are going to see a bit of a cloudier day ahead for much of the region, and we do have a chance of showers moving in for parts of Atlantic Canada this afternoon. As of right now, it is 10 degrees in your area, 14 in Yarmouth, with 13 degrees in Halifax, 11 starting off your day in Charlottetown, 14 in Fredericton, 16 in Happy Valley Goose Bay, and 9 degrees in St. John's, Newfoundland. Sunshine for Newfoundland today, seeing showers this evening. For the Maritime region, we do have a low chance of showers popping up for parts of all 3 Maritime provinces into the afternoon. Scattered showers for New Brunswick this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. And in terms of our wind forecast, remaining quite light for much of the Maritime region. As of right now, 11 kilometers per hour in Moncton and Halifax, 17 in Yarmouth, 13 in Canso, with no wind gusts to report at this time. We'll take another look at your weekend forecast just ahead. First, a look at your local news with Amanda.
The overdose crisis in Moncton is showing no sign of slowing down, which is having a significant impact on frontline workers at homeless shelters.
For our staff, it's been both emotionally and physically exhausting. They're responding to crisis after crisis, day after day, while continuing to provide 24-hour care.
According to Harvest House Atlantic, from June 1st to June 24th, the shelter's teams have managed a total of 873 overdose calls, an average of 36 a day. The total needing naloxone intervention was 320, an average of 18 per day. Their highest day was 70 overdose responses. The shelter manager at the St. George Street Hub says staff are tired, but they're still showing up day after day. The Nova Scotia government has ramped up its crackdown on what it considers illegal cannabis sales. The province has announced new offenses and higher fines to help limit sales to government-run retail stores. Retailers outside of the NSLC are now barred from advertising or otherwise promoting their sales, and landlords who look the other way could face fines of up to $25,000. Buyers would be hit with fines of up to $5,000 for purchases outside the NSLC, and business fines for selling now top out at $50,000. The Justice Minister says at the end of the day, it's a health and safety issue.
We want to keep cannabis out of the hands of youth. We want to make sure that adults who legally ingest cannabis for recreational purposes do so with a safe supply, which is from a Health Canada approved producer. And in Nova Scotia, the only producer that can disperse cannabis legally is the Nova Scotia Liquor Corporation.
The province has been at odds with First Nations communities over the issue for months after a government-ordered crackdown that resulted in more than a dozen raids at dispensaries in their communities back in the spring. There was almost immediate blowback in those communities where residents converged on shops during the raids, resulting in some tense situations. In one case, officers abandoned their vehicles and returned later to find them heavily vandalized. No matter their language, everyone, it seems, has something to say about the state of bilingualism in New Brunswick. A group of MLAs heard it all Thursday as they gathered public feedback during a province-wide tour.
We're very satisfied with the level, the quality and quantity of presenters that we had in front of us.
Is not to dismantle bilingualism. It is to build on that principle, which is the soul of New Brunswick.
The committee's report is due by the end of the year. You'll be paying more for gas at Maritime pumps this morning. In Nova Scotia Zone 1, gas increased by 3.6 cents. The minimum price now $1.68.9. Meantime, price of diesel did not change. It rests at a minimum price of $1.85.4 in the Halifax area. In Prince Edward Island, gas increased by 2.8 cents. The minimum price now $1.80.4 a litre. And diesel increased by just over a cent. The minimum price now $2.01.1. And in New Brunswick, gas increased by just over 2 cents. The maximum price $1.76 a litre. However, diesel dropped by 5 cents a litre. The maximum price, it's now below the $2 mark at $1.99.8. A St. John man has received North America's highest honor for civilian heroism. CTV's Avery McRae spoke with him about his life-saving efforts of a teenager that happened at a popular beach this time last year.
It felt very fast and incredibly long at the same time.
Matt Baxter was on site working with city officials on a new volleyball court for the park when he heard a commotion coming from the water. After seeing a teen struggling, he raced down to the shore, only managing to get his helmet and vest off before diving into the chilly 60-degree waters and swimming out over 100 feet to the boy, steel-toed boots and all.
As I was hitting the water, that's when I was like, this is happening. And it wasn't, am I going to stop? It's this is happening and I need to get there.
His experience in the armed forces came in handy during the rescue, as he managed to grab the boy and slowly bring him ashore. Baxter's act of heroism quickly made its way to City Hall, and last summer he was honored by the city with the Council Commendation. Now it's another award Baxter is receiving, the Carnegie Medal for Heroism, which is one of North America's top civilian honors for those who risk their lives in an attempt to save another.
Honestly, I'm proud of this one. You know, I'm just very grateful. I'm grateful for how it turned out, first and foremost, and that was good enough. But this is pretty cool.
Avery McRae, CTV News, St. John.
Yeah,
love that.
I know. It's a really sweet report.
Absolutely.
Right? Well done. Well deserved.
Okay, we want to remind you about our Move Morning Chat question today. We want to know, what's your favorite concert memory?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about mine.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
I'll give you a little, I'll share you right now. So when I was a young teenager, I went to go see Bon Jovi.
Fun.
Yes, a Slippery When Wet tour. And, but the opening act was Cinderella, who was a kind of heavy hair metal band. Not heavy, just hair metal. Anywho, the interesting thing was Cinderella played first, and it was great, you know, rocky show, and it was on like a black stage. But then, when Bon Jovi was about to come out, these janitors came with these special mops. They must have had some kind of paint or something on the stage. And as they started mopping the stage, then the Slippery When Wet logo was revealed for Bon Jovi. It was very exciting. And this was back in the time when Bon Jovi would like fly out over the crowd. At Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. Oh yeah, quite the show.
That sounds awesome.
Latavia, we didn't get to your concert.
Yes.
Ooh, there's
Favorite
so
concert
many.
memory. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think my most recent would have been going to Vegas to see the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere as an adult.
Cool.
Which was really cool. And there were Maritimers in the audience that I got to talk to.
They recognized you?
Yeah,
That's fun.
which was really cool. It's like, hey!
So the Sphere is very immersive, eh?
It was so cool. I just feel like as a new mom and then going out and doing a little quick girls trip with one of my best friends, it was really fun. Yeah.
Oh, sounds amazing. Okay, so we want to hear from you. What's your favorite concert memory? If you have a picture, you can share that as well. That's probably, control room, that's probably where we need to go, huh? At 10-400, we had a little chat, but I think we'll save it for later.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
All right, and we have reached the halfway point of the show. Stay tuned. So much more to come. Still ahead, Latavia's latest look at the forecast, and then we're heading to the bake room. We're heading to downtown Halifax to visit a Japanese cheesecake shop, and we will meet the chef crafting the light and airy desserts. This is a cheesecake I could get behind, I think. All right, Your Morning Atlantic will be right back. After this short break, please stay with us.
Good morning and welcome back. The time now is 7:44. We're taking a live look at Grand Manan, a beautiful cloudy start to your day. As of right now, it is 12 degrees in your area. Temperatures will continue to rise, below seasonal for our daytime highs, and a chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms expected this afternoon. Weather is brought to you by standby generators. Look, there's a beautiful look at Crystal right now.
Hi there.
Hi. All right, now we're going to head over to our current temperatures. Currently 14 degrees to start in Fredericton, 11 in Charlottetown with 13 in Halifax, 9 degrees currently in Sydney and into St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast timeline. Sunshine across Newfoundland early this morning. Will be sticking around for much of the province throughout the day today. A bit of a cloudier start to the day for much of the Maritime region. A bit of fog already beginning to dissipate. And we do have shower activity for parts of all three Maritime provinces into this afternoon. Around a 30% chance of it happening for Prince Edward Island, parts of Nova Scotia. But for New Brunswick, we're looking at some scattered showers, a risk of thunderstorms as well. Labrador going to see some shower activity into the afternoon as well. Then into this evening, fog will redevelop. We are going to hold on to precipitation for parts of all three Maritime provinces, starting to make its way over into parts of Newfoundland into early Saturday morning. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, looking at around 5 to 10 millimeters for much of New Brunswick. Heaviest being into Woodstock at 10 to 20 millimeters, 2 to 10 across Prince Edward Island, and 5 to 10 millimeters for mainland Nova Scotia and into the Tri-County area. For Labrador, only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters for Happy Valley Goose Bay and 5 to 10 for Port aux Basques. For our forecast today for New Brunswick, remaining below seasonal for our daytime highs. They will range from 16 degrees in Edmundston up to 20 in Moncton, starting off with some sunny breaks. We are also going to see showers into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Prince Edward Island, 16 to 20 degrees is your daytime highs today. Mainly cloudy skies start off the day. A low chance of showers returns into the afternoon. Wind gusts getting up to 40. And then for Cape Breton Island, eastern Nova Scotia, looking at some sunshine, but then increasing cloudiness for eastern Nova Scotia. We do have a bit of shower activity expected this afternoon. Only a 30% chance of it happening. For this part of the province, though, for the majority, going to see shower activity into the evening. For the rest of Nova Scotia, mainly cloudy skies for mainland Nova Scotia into the Tri-County area, starting off with some sunshine, isolated showers into the afternoon. Mainland Nova Scotia seeing shower activity into the evening. Daytime highs will range from 17 to 24 degrees, being the warmest into Middleton. Labrador City looking at a high of 24. We are going to see a mix of sun and cloud to start your day. A few showers into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. 15 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland. Mainly sunny skies throughout your day. So into the weekend forecast, we do still have shower activity expected for much of Atlantic Canada. Still low and spotty in its activity, though. Daytime highs still remaining seasonal for the most part. In our forecast on Sunday, we are going to see a bit of a cloudier day ahead for much of the region. And we do have shower activity, but temperatures actually warming up above seasonal for our daytime highs, Crystal.
Thank you, Latavia. Now, a Hong Kong pastry chef came to Halifax 8 years ago with the goal of sharing his Japanese cheesecakes. As CTV's Mike Lamb shows us, each one is baked fresh daily and made with love.
Hi, my name is Eric. I'm the owner of Bake Room Japanese Cheesecake. I have been a baker for more than 20 years in Hong Kong already. And 2020, I come to Halifax because we are looking for a better quality of life. We found that the community and the people are very kind and very nice. So we fall in love with Halifax. 6 years ago, I started business making Japanese cheesecake. The reason I make it because I want to bring people happiness. Having the cheesecake is the simple way to making people smile. Japanese cheesecake is light and fluffy and not too sweet. For the ingredient is the butter, milk, Philadelphia cream cheese, egg, sugar, cake flour, very simple. But it's a very long process, take about 2 hours. So it's a time-consuming job. Every step of the making, you have to use your heart to make the cheesecake. For every cake, we put a stamp on it. It's the logo of our business. On the logo, there's a name, Elaine June. It's my wife. She is the boss.
It's delicious.
It's really good. It's really soft and sweet. It tastes amazing.
My first time having it, soft and fluffy, delicious. Right out of the oven, so it's a bit warm. So that's the best time.
Having the people smile and returning customer or even a good review on Google always make me feel very satisfied. This is my main goal of making cheesecake, making people happy.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Eric. Now, the Bake Room is located on Dresden Row in Halifax. And guess what? If you stop in on Canada Day, kids 12 and under will get a free slice. So check out the Bake Room socials for more details. Now we'll turn our attention over to Amanda.
Thank you, Crystal. Health and medical news now. A bladder cancer survivor is sharing her story in the hope of raising awareness of the disease and helping others. CTV's Haley Mandrick has the story.
After noticing some blood in her urine back in 2017, Audrey Wall saw a handful of doctors who eventually diagnosed her with bladder cancer.
They found out that there was a tumor in my bladder, which was shocking. It's devastating, actually, when you have that C word come across you to have cancer.
But during her 2.5 years of treatment, Wall was determined to stay positive. She began looking at ways to support her mental health and even took up painting. Now, 8 years cancer-free, Wall is helping others access support that she didn't have during her treatment, thanks to Bladder Cancer Canada.
I had no one to talk to, no one that had experienced this kind of thing before. And I thought it'd be so good to have a one-on-one conversation, which I did. And also I became a one-on-one support person for others that are going through cancer and going through treatment like mine.
Bladder Cancer Canada is traveling across the country to host a series of educational events, and the organization made a stop in Saskatoon on Tuesday evening.
We want to make sure that patients everywhere around Canada and then also around the world are aware of the signs and symptoms. Also, bladder cancer is the 5th most common cancer in Canada. It's the 9th most common cancer worldwide. So I feel like people don't discuss it enough.
Calero added that bladder cancer is the most expensive cancer to treat on a per-patient basis.
Because it requires ongoing surveillance. So once you're diagnosed, for the rest of your life, you will have to have a cystoscopy and other treatment, which then means it's the most expensive because it's traveling to locations if you don't live in an urban center.
Wall shared her story as a guest speaker at the event. She says the evening was an important opportunity to help those with a bladder cancer diagnosis understand that many resources are available and they aren't alone.
It's not the end of the world. You know, there are treatments that work, so that is so good. It's not like it's a end of story kind of thing. So it's like there is treatments that can be available to you, which is so good to know.
Hallie Mandrick, CTV News, Saskatoon.
We'd like to introduce you to the Maritimers who are marking milestones today. It's a 50th anniversary for Jimmy and Darlene Weir of New Minas, Nova Scotia.
Well, congrats you two, and thanks for sharing this awesome wedding photo from 50 years ago today.
Beautiful dress.
And it's a 50th anniversary for Roy and Anita Pritchett of Gambo, Newfoundland. Oh my goodness, Anita. just love your headpiece from your special day.
Happy anniversary. It's also a 50th anniversary for Lindsay and Chris Smith of Highbury, Nova Scotia.
Oh my gosh, look at the Smiths on their special day. I love the photo into the car. One of my favorite wedding shots.
Incredible.
It is a 61st anniversary for Bill and Sylvia Johnston of Long Point, Nova Scotia. Wow, what a beautiful photo.
Beautiful dress. Happy anniversary. It's also a 61st anniversary for Shirley and Carl McRae of Georges River, Nova Scotia. Wow.
Oh my gosh, the wind catching the veil. Gorgeous. 61 years ago. Wow. Congrats to the McRaes. Now, to see your milestone again or find out how to submit one, visit our website by scanning the QR code you see on your screen. And a reminder that milestones must be received at least 2 weeks in advance.
All right, well, we are going to talk about a beautiful story now. So the year was 1966, and one very special couple was saying their I do's. And now 60 years later, they're doing it again, but with a lot of spice and seasonings on the side.
Every couple has their favorite restaurant, but for this one, they eat at it every day for lunch, and they knew it was the perfect choice to celebrate 6 decades of marriage. Here's ABC's Danny New.
Mild, hot, on fire.
When renewing your vows at Taco Bell, your speech will of course have to feature spicy food metaphors, but also,
And I will love you for every day that God blessedly grants us together.
a few days ago, 81-year-olds Mickey and Joanne Muhlstein celebrated 60 years of marriage at this Utah location where they have eaten lunch together every day for the past 12 years.
Our love has been strong enough to survive every twist, and not just cinnamon.
The ceremony was officiated by the district manager as tears were shed by friends and family. I'm not sure more heartfelt words have ever been said in the presence of a Crunchwrap Supreme.
I promise you that no matter what happens, I will never let go in our aging years.
As one of their 8 children, Amy, put it,
I just wish that everyone can have that and find that in life, to have that kind of love for each other.
Now, I've done stories before about a chain restaurant playing a pivotal role in a relationship, like this couple who got engaged at the airport Chili's where they first met.
Will you be coming here next year?
Yes, for sure.
And the year after that?
Yeah,
every year.
And the many couples who spent every Valentine's Day at White Castle. I even invited my beloved to enjoy a romantic meal.
Honey, thank you, Beatrice. Oh my gosh. Ready?
Wow.
However, when this celebration of love was completed,
you're gonna have a free meal on the house for the rest of your life.
Mickey and Joanne were immediately informed their daily lunch dates would now be free for life. Thank you to Jordan Tracy at our Salt Lake City station for originally reporting that story. By the way, he told me that Joanne and Mickey get very attached to the employees at the Taco Bell and will even go visit them at their new jobs when they move on. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
What a beautiful story. All right, now we're going to take a look at your weekend forecast. New Brunswick, looking at mainly cloudy skies starting off the day. Showers arriving into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Into the weekend forecast, 22 degrees is your daytime high. Seeing sunshine return, but also a chance of showers into the afternoon. 25 degrees on Sunday, a mix of sun and cloud with isolated showers expected. For Nova Scotia, 24 degrees, mainly cloudy skies for parts of the province. Seeing a chance of showers this afternoon for the Tri-County area. Evening showers across the province. On Saturday, 22 degrees with scattered showers. And on Sunday, looking at a low chance of showers continuing. For Prince Edward Island, 20 degrees today, mainly cloudy skies. Isolated showers expected this afternoon. Isolated showers kick off the weekend on Saturday with a high of 18. A mix of sun and cloud into the afternoon. And on Sunday, 19 degrees with isolated showers. The time now is 7:56. Your Morning Atlantic will be right back after this.
It's Friday, June 26th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, getting tough on retail crime. You lost target thieves, vandals, and threats. We'll have those details just ahead in your news headlines.
And it's Food Truck Friday. We'll once again head to the back deck to check out this week's really good food. Today it is Abby's Frosted Feast. Those stories and so much more coming up in this half hour of Your Morning Atlantic.
you know what's better than a Friday?
What?
A food truck Friday.
Yeah. Friday.
A Friday before school's out for the summer, perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe, depending on where you are. There's always that one little day where there's only like 2 hours in the morning.
Yep.
In some places. My son told me he is disappointed that I am taking him out of school for that day. He said, but it's 2 hours and I really like grade 3 and they have some games planned. I said, I know, but I'm off. We're off for the next 2 weeks. I said, we already have a flight booked, so we can't change around. We gotta go.
Well, I love that he had such a great time at school, and shout out to his teacher for creating such a great year for your son.
His teacher was fantastic. He's had nothing but good teachers in his, you know, as he ventures on from grade 3 into grade 4. So grateful, because teachers do everything.
Oh, they sure do?
Everything for the students.
She deserves a gift card to Frost and Feast.
Perhaps she does.
Yeah, we'll check them out shortly. What's the morning out there like, Latavia?
It's a bit cloudier this morning for much of the region. Temperatures are going to warm up, but still remaining below seasonal for much of those daytime highs. But we are going to see a chance of showers return into the afternoon for parts of Atlantic Canada. Yeah.
Ooh, a lot of kids probably planning on doing this for the summer.
Right, over in Martok. We are going to see temperatures rise today. Still going to remain just below seasonal for those daytime highs. As of right now, it is 12 degrees in your area, 13 in Halifax to start your day, 14 in Fredericton with 11 in Charlottetown, 16 degrees right now in Happy Valley Goose Bay, 10 degrees over in Corner Brook. Here's a look at your satellite and radar for Newfoundland. We are holding on to sunshine for much of the province today. For the Maritime region, for the most part, mainly cloudy skies with some sunny breaks early on. We do have a chance of showers returning for parts of all 3 Maritime provinces into the afternoon. The Labrador also seeing a bit of precipitation moving in. In terms of our wind forecast, remaining quite light for much of the Maritimes. As of right now, 17 kilometers per hour in Yarmouth, 13 in Canso, with 11 in Halifax, Moncton, and Edmundston. No wind gusts to report at this time. We'll take another look at your long-range forecast just ahead. First, a look at your local news with Amanda.
We began with some encouraging news for retailers. As we've been reporting for months, they've been increasingly vocal about growing problems of violence, vandalism, and theft. Facing a barrage of criticism that it's too soft on crime, Ottawa has announced some tougher measures. CTV's Vanessa Wright reports.
Canada's Justice Minister taking a stroll down Halifax's Spring Garden Road this morning, an area that's long been a target for retail crime.
We heard from business owners repeatedly who are increasingly frustrated when people don't want to come to their downtown business districts because of the culture that has emerged with episodes of crime and often violent crime.
After hearing those concerns and perhaps with pressure from the opposition, the federal government says changes have been made to Bill C-14, Canada's Bail and Sentencing Act. It includes making bail harder to get for repeat offenders, directing police to detain someone accused for a bail hearing, and asking judges to consider consecutive sentences for violent repeat offenders. While some businesses support the crackdown, confidence it will work has dwindled.
There's been many stories where police have had people in custody and everything like that, and boy, before they get finished writing up the paperwork, the person's back out on the street doing the exact same thing.
Are you hopeful this bill will make a difference for people in the area?
Again, I've been here for 43 years. No.
Vanessa Wright, CTV News, Halifax.
The Fredericton Police Force says a former officer who is facing criminal charges has died. Police say they wouldn't provide any details about the death of Constable Andrew Savoy out of respect for his family. Savoy was charged Tuesday with perjury, uttering forged documents, and breach of trust. He was scheduled to appear in court in August. A 72-year-old woman is bruised and shaken after a frightening carjacking in Moncton. The victim had just stopped at a friend's house when she noticed someone getting into her car. She tried to stop the person, but wound up getting thrown to the ground.
It was the absolute most terrifying thing to happen in our town, like to happen in a town where she's lived 72 years in that city. And it's just heartbreaking. You know what I mean? That she can't go out, she can't go visit a friend.
Police are investigating and did recover the vehicle, but the woman's purse and ID long gone. Just yesterday morning, another vehicle was stolen just a few kilometers away. Nova Scotia's chief medical officer is retiring after 27 years in the province's healthcare system. Dr. Robert Strang became a well-known public figure during the COVID-19 pandemic. Premier Tim Houston thanks Strang for his unwavering leadership and guidance through the pandemic and for his dedication to the health of Nova Scotians. A search for a new chief medical health officer will begin soon. You will be paying more for gas at pumps here in the Maritimes. In Nova Scotia, Zone 1, gas increased by 3.6 cents a litre. The minimum price now $1.68.9. Meantime, price of diesel did not change. It rests at a minimum price of $1.85.4. In PEI, gas increased by 2.8 cents. The minimum price $1.80.4 a litre. And diesel increased by just over a cent. The minimum price $2.01.1. And in New Brunswick, gas increased by just over 2 cents. The maximum price $1.76 a litre. However, there was a drop on the board. Diesel in New Brunswick down by 5 cents a litre. The maximum price $1.99.8. Several years into the search for a new James Bond, a report says producers are getting closer to a final decision.
Name? Bond. James Bond.
Daniel Craig stepped down from the role after 2021's No Time to Die. Last year, Canada's own Denis Villeneuve was revealed as the director of the next film in the spy franchise. So sources tell Deadline the Bond team are now letting actors know if they made it to the next round of auditions in August, looking for someone fitting the prototype of Jacob Elordi, Harris Dickinson, or Callum Turner. But there are no specific names in the running. Amazon MGM also hasn't commented as well, but the rumors starting.
This guy, this is the one I want.
That's Callum Turner. He just married Dua Lipa.
There you go. He's got great taste.
Clearly.
And women.
Yep.
And he just looks the most like an international man of mystery.
He does,
yeah,
really.
he does.
Do you know what? Out of that list, he's the one that spoke to me.
Same.
Are they listening to us? I don't know.
Obviously. Who's not watching Your Morning Atlantic? All right. Because we get great content like we're about to show you now.
Yeah. Okay, if you're just tuning in, about a couple hours ago, earlier on in the show, in our 6 o'clock hour, I was raving about these salt and pepper shakers.
Oh, get ready.
And I showed the picture to Latavia, and she was very, very
And I haven't
excited.
seen the picture yet, so I'll be the judge of whether they're nice or
not.
not.
Get ready, Crystal. Get ready.
Okay, these are the East Coast ones.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
Aren't they sweet? There's lobster claws, there's lighthouses. But the one that was the big winner for my family, so I bought 2 of them, was the lighthouse and the boat. The lighthouse with the red top there and the boat with the red bottom.
Awesome.
This one was also available too, 2 different types of lighthouses, so you can really identify your salt or your pepper.
Yeah, I also like they're very big, so you get a lot of salt and or pepper.
They're a good size. So this is at a shop.
Those are the ones I love.
And that's the one I bought doubles of. One for my dad, one for my sister. So I was at Shop and Play in Borden Carlton. Bought it on the way into the island, and before he left, had to buy a second pair.
They're really cute.
And that's just
seagulls too, and the other birdies were adorable.
Oh,
yes.
Seagull ones?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's with birds.
So many. I didn't send those ones to our control room team, but anyways, if you're just tuning in too, Shop and Play is actually going to join us at 8:45 because we're going to be talking about their viral Man of Green Gables videos.
Yes.
So much fun. Can't wait for that. Yay.
Yeah, all right. It's a Friday show, isn't it?
It is indeed. Food Truck Friday is coming up very, very soon. We're going to get to meet our Friday guest shortly.
Yeah.
But first, Latavia's going to have the first full Friday forecast for the weekend ahead.
Yeah.
So here's a live look at the St. John Ferry this morning. Looking good. It's a little cloudy. I think this tells the tale for a lot of the region today.
Yep.
Latavia have the details for the next couple of days right after this. It's 8:09. See you soon.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. The time now is 8:12, taking a live look at St. John's, Newfoundland. A beautiful start to the day. Lots of sunshine expected throughout your day today, and currently 11 degrees. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. As of right now, it is 14 degrees to start your day in Halifax, 11 in Sydney, 15 degrees in Moncton with 13 in Charlottetown, 62 degrees right now in Labrador City, 12 degrees over in Gander. Here's a look at our forecast timeline. Lots of sunshine for Newfoundland today. We are going to see some sunny breaks for parts of the Maritime region, but for the most part, we're looking at a cloudy start to the day. Showers arrive into the afternoon, so a chance of showers expected, around a 30% chance of it happening for Prince Edward Island, parts of Nova Scotia, and then across New Brunswick, looking at some scattered showers, a risk of thunderstorms. Also seeing shower activity move in for Labrador. Into tonight, fog will redevelop. We are going to see precipitation continue for parts of all three maritime provinces, and also seeing precipitation make its way over to parts of Newfoundland. If you're wondering about rainfall totals, going to remain pretty light for the most part. Only seeing around 5 to 10 millimeters for New Brunswick. Heaviest being 10 to 20 millimeters into Woodstock, 2 to 10 across Prince Edward Island, and 5 to 10 millimeters for much of Nova Scotia. For Labrador, only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters for Happy Valley Goose Bay, and 5 to 10 millimeters for Port aux Basques. For forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs remain below seasonal today, ranging from 16 to 19 degrees, being the warmest into Moncton. A bit of sunny breaks, but for the most part, mainly cloudy skies. We will be seeing a chance of showers this afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms. For Prince Edward Island, mainly cloudy skies start off your day. A low chance of showers returns into the afternoon, with daytime highs between 16 degrees to 21, being the warmest into Charlottetown. Wind gusts getting up to 40. For Cape Breton, we are going to see a mix of sun and cloud, evening showers. Eastern Nova Scotia looking at mainly cloudy skies today, with a chance of showers into the afternoon, around a 30% chance of it happening. Daytime highs will range from 14 degrees in Canso up to 24. And for the rest of Nova Scotia, we are going to see some sunshine for the Tri-County area, mainly cloudy skies for mainland Nova Scotia. Into the Tri-County area, isolated showers begin this afternoon. For mainland Nova Scotia, evening showers. Highs will range from 17 to 24 degrees. Labrador City looking at mix of sun and cloud to start your day. A few showers move in this afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms. And 14 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland, mainly sunny skies. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Amanda.
Venezuela remains under a state of emergency this morning after 2 major earthquakes rocked the country on Wednesday. Officials say more than 230 people have been killed and thousands are injured, but the number of casualties is expected to climb, with thousands more reported missing and frantic rescue efforts continuing. CTV's Heather Wright reports.
A woman waves a piece of clothing from this building in La Guaira, Venezuela, one of many people trapped inside their homes, following 2 of the most devastating earthquakes to hit Venezuela in more than a century. Both quakes struck near the country's northern coast. The first, a magnitude 7.2, hit around 6:04 p.m. The second, a magnitude 7.5, came just 40 seconds later.
And then I felt the ground shaking a little bit, and then just mass panic.
Rescue crews and civilians spent the night combing through the rubble of toppled buildings trying to find survivors. The 2 major earthquakes battering the country's already fragile infrastructure. More than 100 people are confirmed dead, with thousands of people still missing.
It's heartbreaking.
John Rosenberg is from Caracas and now lives in Toronto. He's worried about all the people still missing and about the devastating long-term impact these quakes will have on the country.
We feel like there was finally a recovery starting to happen, and to see the devastation and to see how much the infrastructure has suffered.
Today, Venezuela's President Delcy Rodriguez called for unity in the face of this disaster, which will likely further test her presidency. Rodriguez was installed after the United States ousted former President Nicolas Maduro in January. While Venezuela is an oil-rich country, decades of corruption and record-high inflation mean many services have been hollowed out, complicating rescue efforts. Global Affairs Canada says they have received no reports of any injuries to Canadians. And today, Ottawa announced $5 million in aid to Venezuela, a number that could rise.
We're working with our partners directly, and we will scale things as appropriate to move forward.
The Prime Minister says one of the challenges the government is facing when it comes to helping Canadians on the ground in Venezuela is that Canada does not have an embassy there. While there are no imminent plans to reopen one, Mark Carney says this disaster is a reminder of the importance of having a presence in foreign countries, even adversarial ones. Heather Wright, CTV News, Toronto.
And now to the World Cup. Team Canada has officially advanced further in the World Cup than our team has ever been before. The only small disappointment is that Wednesday's loss means the team's next game will be in LA instead of Vancouver. Still, one of the team's leaders says the game's location won't be an issue.
We're playing in LA. We're not playing in, I was telling these guys, we're not playing on Mars or Pluto, you know what I mean? Like, I do expect quite a few Canadians to be down there. It's a World Cup knockout game. It's the biggest game in our men's program's history. So I'm still expecting it to be a pretty big spectacle, which is something that, again, we're excited by. Look, again, we would have loved to stay in Vancouver. There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, if you told me a month ago that, we're going to have qualified second place in your group, guaranteed into the knockouts, and not sitting here in third place having to wait on results, or in fourth place, obviously knowing that you're done, I think I would have shaken your hand for that.
South Africa has qualified as Canada's round of 32 opponent. Canada will go into the match as a fairly heavy betting favorite. That knockout stage match kicks off at 4 p.m. Atlantic on TSN, CTV, and Crave. Another break here on your Morning Atlantic. When we return, we will have our Food Truck Friday segment. That's coming up on the other side of this break. Please stay with us.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100 Halifax.
Welcome back. It is Food Truck Friday. Thanks to our partners at the Nova Scotia Food Truck Association. Today we are joined by Frost and Feast, Abby's Frost and Feast. Very exciting, brand new truck. And we have Amy and Deepak with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much for having us.
It is such a pleasure to have you here. So Deepak, tell us about Abby's Korean War. First of all, why do you love being part of the Nova Scotia Food Truck Association?
Actually, they helped me a lot when we came here, and from starting to end. So we have been associated with them, and they give the very good events.
Yeah.
They give guidance. They give many, revenue in terms of indirectly, directly.
Yeah.
So we just joined the Nova Scotia Food Truck Association. Yeah.
Well, wonderful. We're so glad you're here. It's wonderful that Abby's Korean War is really growing. So you now have a bricks and mortar location in downtown Halifax. Yeah. What came first, the food truck or the bricks and mortar location?
Honestly, food trucks, this is my heart, okay. Our heart. So we love food trucks, doing challenging, and it's a fun. We love crowded. We love to work under pressure, lining, and grab and go blah, blah, blah. So we like and we love and we enjoying the food truck better than our store. Yeah. Yeah.
But the main reason we have now many good customer base, so we thought because sometimes in winter we are not able to open in the food trucks, so that's the main reason we thought we open the restaurant, so people can come all the weather all over the year and they can enjoy the food.
Well, let's get into the food. You brought some wonderful things for us. What do we have in front of us?
So this one is dahi puri. Okay. It's a famous street food of India. Sev puri. This one is water balls, golgappe, pani puri, or water balls, whatever you can say.
Okay.
The water balls it's already the potato stuffs, potato and chickpeas, spiced potato chickpea stuff.
Yeah.
And you have to put it this spice water, mean the spice water, you have to put it into that, drain inside, and you have to have it. And if you have a little bit sweet and sour, so you can have a tamarind sauce in between as well.
Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to give these a try. Maybe I'll give you, Deepak, I'll give you the microphone while I try it, and you can tell us about what Frost and Feast offers, because this is your newest truck.
Yeah, this is my newest truck.
I'll give you that so I can eat the food.
We had a great response from the events, so we just came with chill and hot eats, and we are doing snow cones for the kids, freshly squeezed lemonade, some desserts. At the same time, we have a hot food, just like poutines. It's like Indo-Canadian butter chicken poutine. We have Indian street foods samosa like vada pav, samosa pav, samosa chaat. Butter chicken poutine, means everything we have in terms of customers' demand.
Yeah.
We are a little bit unique from the other food trucks.
I've never had anything like this in my life. This is Indian street food. I'm really enjoying it. I put the sauce on. I'm trying. What is this one again, Amy?
This one is golgappe or water balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is water is based, authentic Indian style spiced water. So it is called that it is good for the digestion.
Yeah.
Because
So
it's a main to all
it makes your
Indian
digestion power very good.
They're really, really good. What's the crust? Like it's almost like a papadum kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
It's a suji,
suji based
salmonella.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so yummy. They're
Yeah.
really, it's very, very tasty. You can tell that there's good quality ingredients in here.
Yeah, it's crunchy and deep fried. It's a very it's a long life. It's very good. Yeah.
Oh, these are fun.
It's very, very, very popular in India. Every part of India. Little bit taste is different from different part of India, but this is Golgappa and Pani Puri. Yeah.
I got to say some of these for the crew. Really a neat flavor. What else is a hot seller with Abby's Curry and more?
We are selling vada pav. It's an Indian potato chickpea based potato stuff. Last time we had this space. You tried
I
that.
love that.
It's a spiced
I loved
Indian
it.
burger. At the same time, we have special charts like aloo tikki chaat, samosa chaat. And Indo-Canadian, as I told you, butter chicken poutine is my best selling.
Yeah.
When I'm going to the events, there is a huge lineup.
For the poutine.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that. Okay, so where can we find you? We've got that. Where's Frost and Feast going to be next?
Frost and Feast will be next today at Halifax Music Festival. These 2 days.
Yay!
Yeah.
Today
Then
and
you can find us on at East Coast Kite Festival. It's on July 11 and 12. Then you can find us on Halifax Busker Festival, the Great Outdoor Comedy Shows, and some local events.
All the good ones. All right, thank you both so much, Amy and Deepak. We'll put more information about their truck on our website, and of course the Nova Scotia Food Truck Association is where you can find all the great food trucks this summer. And now we'll turn our attention over to Latavia with a 3-day.
Thanks, Crystal. Starting off in New Brunswick, mainly cloudy start to your day. Scattered showers into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. On Saturdays, sunshine starts off the day, but we do have a chance of showers returning into the afternoon. 25 degrees on Sunday, a mix of sun and cloud to start your day. Isolated showers return into the afternoon. For Nova Scotia, 24 degrees today. Some sunny breaks throughout the day today, but also mainly cloudy skies. We do have isolated showers expected for the Tri-County area into the afternoon. Evening showers across the province. On Saturday, scattered showers return. And on Sunday, a low chance of showers returns in the forecast. For Prince Edward Island, 20 degrees and mainly cloudy skies. Isolated showers expected this afternoon. 18 degrees on Saturday. Showers will clear out, leaving a mix of sun and cloud. But showers return to end off the weekend on Sunday with a high of 19.
Still ahead this morning, a viral sensation. We head to Borden Carlton's Shop and Play to meet the folks behind the welcoming you to the island, including the man of Green Gables himself. That's just ahead in the last 30 minutes of Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. The time now is 8:31, and we have something exciting to share.
Yep, it's time to announce the winner of our Kent Big Bucket giveaway for the month of June. So you may recall the prize this month was a really nice Uni pizza oven with a special cover and pizza peel. The whole package worth about $700. Absolutely perfect, and it makes delicious pizzas. The winner is Marilyn Bigney of West Branch, Nova Scotia. Hitters at Marilyn's house tonight, everybody.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
Way to go, Marilyn. West Branch. I love it. Okay, you're going to really enjoy that oven. It makes such good pies. My neighbors have one. Chef's kiss.
Even more of an opportunity to visit them.
Absolutely.
Now, do we have the barbecue weather on today? Oh, look at that. You were mentioning the showers and wet weather. Seen that in Fredericton this morning.
Yeah, starting to move in, so something to keep in mind when you are heading out. Don't forget your rain gear if you are leaving early this morning. 14 degrees in Fredericton to start your day, and as you can see here, that precipitation is now tracking in across parts of New Brunswick. To start your day, temperatures are already beginning to warm up. It is 14 degrees in Halifax, 11 in Sydney, 13 early this morning in Charlottetown, 16 in Labrador City, and 11 into St. John's, Newfoundland. Newfoundland holding on to sunshine today, and we are going to see a cloudier day ahead for much of the Maritime region. And then a chance of showers will move in for parts of all 3 Maritime provinces. Labrador seeing precipitation into the afternoon as well. In terms of the wind forecast, going to remain quite light for much of the Maritimes. As of right now, sustained wind, 15 kilometers per hour in North Cape, 13 in Yarmouth and Canso, 11 into Edmundston and Halifax. No wind gusts to report at this time. We'll take one last look at your forecast just ahead, but first, one last look at your local news with Amanda.
Thank you, Latavia. The overdose crisis in Moncton shows no sign of slowing down, which is having a significant impact on frontline workers at homeless shelters.
For our staff, it's been both emotionally and physically exhausting. They're responding to crisis after crisis, day after day, while continuing to provide 24-hour care.
According to Harvest House Atlantic, from June 1st to June 24th, the shelter's teams have managed a total of 873 overdose calls, an average of 36 a day. The total needing naloxone intervention was 320, an average of 18 per day. And their highest day was 70 overdose responses. The shelter manager at the St. George Street Hub says staff are tired, but they're still showing up day after day. Facing a barrage of criticism that it's too soft on retail crime, Ottawa has announced some tougher measures.
We heard from business owners repeatedly who are increasingly frustrated when people don't want to come to their downtown business districts because of the culture that has emerged with episodes of crime and often violent crime.
After hearing those concerns, the federal government says changes have been made to Bill C-14, Canada's Bail and Sentencing Act. It includes making bail harder to get for repeat offenders, directing police to detain someone accused for a bail hearing, and asking judges to consider consecutive sentences for violent repeat offenders. While some businesses support the crackdown, confidence it will work has dwindled.
There's been many stories where police have had people in custody and everything like that, and boy, before they get finished writing up the paperwork, the person's back out on the street doing the exact same thing.
Are you hopeful this bill will make a difference for people in the area?
Again, I've been here for 43 years. No.
Patrol officers will be roaming Halifax's downtown starting next month, something businesses say is a tangible step towards protecting them and others. A woman is facing attempted murder charges after she allegedly struck two women with her vehicle in North Sydney Wednesday. It happened mid-afternoon in the parking lot of a supermarket on King Street. Police say two women were hit by a vehicle. An 84-year-old was taken to hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries, and a 52-year-old suffered minor injuries. 50-year-old Colleen Blanche Burton appeared in court Thursday afternoon. Police say the victims and Burton are known to each other. No matter their language, everyone, it seems, has something to say about the state of bilingualism in New Brunswick. A group of MLAs heard it all on Thursday as they gathered public feedback during a province-wide tour.
We're very satisfied with the level, the quality and quantity of presenters that we had in front of us.
Is not to dismantle bilingualism. It is to build on that principle, which is the soul of New Brunswick.
The committee's report is due by the end of the year. You'll be paying more for gas at pumps in the Maritimes. In Nova Scotia's Zone 1, gas increased by 3.6 cents. The minimum price now $1.68.9 a litre. Meantime, price of diesel did not change. It rests at a minimum price of $1.85.4. In PEI, gas increased by 2.8 cents. The minimum price now $1.80.4 a litre. And diesel increased by just over a cent. The minimum price now $2.01.1. And in New Brunswick, gas increased by just over 2 cents. The maximum price now $1.76 a litre. However, diesel dropped by 5 cents. The maximum price now below the $2 mark at $1.99.8. It's not every day a famous singing group comments on local traffic in Halifax, but that's exactly what's happening. In a tongue-in-cheek public service announcement on social media, the Chicks told their 1.5 million followers that the McDonald Bridge was closed to traffic to, quote, replace the lane control system, presumably in anticipation of the Chicks concert this weekend. The group is scheduled to perform in the city tonight, headlining at Halifax Music Fest. And the Post goes on to say, please follow for all important updates related to the Angus L. McDonald Bridge. It's so fun.
It's super fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and
so hilarious.
Hilarious. Having fun. And I hope everyone who goes to the concert tonight has a great time. We're going to share some of your favorite concert memories from our Move Morning Chat chat.
Looking forward to
later.
that.
Yes.
And Abby's Curry and More, the Frosted Feast truck, will be at the Music Fest this weekend.
Amazing.
So
Stuff's delicious.
really good, right? Those little puffs filled with like a samosa.
Oh, I still have to try it.
So good.
We saved you some.
Oh, thanks.
Perfect. Okay, well, guess what? It's Canada Day next Wednesday.
Yes.
Excitement is building for celebrations in Ottawa. The stage is being put up there for the nation's flagship Canada Day celebrations. On July 1st, you can expect to see just like this, a sea of red with festivities happening throughout the day. Alessia Cara and Bare Naked Ladies are some of the artists who will be performing. But yeah, that's something to look forward to next week.
And when Maritimers hit the road this summer, their first stop should be Needs Fast Fuel to help fuel your adventures. If you love art and the outdoors, make sure to head to Riverview tomorrow. Art in Your Face will take place at the Riverfront Trail near the gazebo. The fun takes place from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. There will even be a barbecue with funds going toward BGC Riverview. For information, you can find it online. And summer is officially here, which means it's time for Belfast Days. Lord Selkirk Campground is hosting its annual Family Fun Weekend in support of Make-A-Wish PEI. There's something for the whole family, from a classic car show to carnival games and lots of food trucks and vendors on Saturday and live harness races on Sunday. For additional details, head to their website. And the first ever Pride in the Park market takes place tomorrow in Lower Sackville. There will be a variety of local vendors. Visitors are encouraged to dress up in colorful clothing. And the market takes place at Acadia Park from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. All the details can be found online.
Explore the Maritimes this summer. Brought to you by Needs and Fast Fuel. There for all your on-the-go snacking needs.
CTV, in partnership with Needs, Convenience, and Fast Fuel, wants to help you fuel up for fun. With more than 140 stores and gas bars throughout Atlantic Canada, Needs is your headquarters for coffee, slushies, snacks, meals on the move, car washes, and fuel. One lucky viewer will win a $200 gift card to be used at any Needs or Fast Fuel location. Adventure awaits. Don't miss out on your chance to fuel up for fun. To enter, head over to ctvatlantic.ca. Good luck.
And we're going to have another break on this Friday. Latavia has the latest look at the forecast, especially if you're heading for a road trip today or this weekend. Especially if you're going to PEI, move over, and someone is stealing your thunder. Our favorite island redhead has some friendly competition. We will meet the man of Green Gables when Your Morning Atlantic returns. Time is 8:41.
A beautiful sunny start to your Friday over in Meat Cove. 15 degrees as of right now. Temperatures will continue to rise. We are going to see shower activity in your area this evening. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. As you can see here, temperatures already rising. 14 degrees in Halifax, 15 starting off your day in St. John, New Brunswick, 13 degrees right now in Charlottetown, 17 in Happy Valley Goose Bay, and 12 degrees over in Corner Brook. Here's a look at your forecast timeline. It is a bit of a cloudier start to the day for much of the Maritime region, although still seeing some sunny breaks early on. For Newfoundland, sunshine across the province, and we are going to see a chance of showers move back in for parts of all three Maritime provinces. A low chance for parts of Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. And then for New Brunswick, we are going to see around a 60% chance of it happening, a risk of thunderstorms as well. Labrador going to see precipitation move in, although remaining quite light. Into tonight, much of the same is expected, but we start to see precipitation track across parts of Newfoundland into early Saturday morning. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, going to remain on the lighter side today. 5 to 10 millimeters for much of New Brunswick. Heaviest for Woodstock at 10 to 20 millimeters. 2 to 10 across Prince Edward Island, and 5 to 10 expected for much of Nova Scotia. Only 2 to 5 millimeters expected for Happy Valley Goose Bay, and 5 to 10 millimeters for Port aux Basques. For a forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs remain below seasonal, ranging from 16 to 19 degrees, being the warmest into Moncton. We do have some sunshine early on this morning, then seeing a few showers move in this afternoon, a risk of thunderstorms. For Prince Edward Island, mainly cloudy skies with isolated showers expected this afternoon. Daytime highs ranging from 16 degrees in Surrey up to 21 in Charlottetown. Wind will pick up out of the southeast, 20 gusting to 40. For Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, we're looking at a mix of sun and cloud with increasing cloudiness for eastern Nova Scotia. We are going to see some isolated showers for parts of eastern Nova Scotia into the afternoon. Evening showers expected for this part of the province. Daytime highs will range from 14 degrees in Canso up to 24 in New Glasgow and Truro. For the rest of Nova Scotia, we are going to see a mix of sun and cloud start off the day for the Tri-County area. Isolated showers into the afternoon for mainland Nova Scotia, mainly cloudy skies with evening showers expected. Highs between 17 to 24. For Labrador City, 25 degrees today with a mix of sun and cloud. A few showers move in this afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms, with 14 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland, holding on to sunshine throughout your day today. Into our weekend forecast, we are going to see a chance of showers remain for all three maritime provinces. Sunny breaks here and there throughout the day. For Labrador and Newfoundland, also going to see precipitation, a low chance of it happening though. And then into our forecast for Sunday, a cloudier day ahead. Temperatures actually warming up though, but holding on to some precipitation, Crystal.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Now, when you first arrive on Prince Edward Island from the Confederation Bridge, you're met with a number of local shops at Gateway Village in Borden Carlton. One of the most recognizable is Shop and Play, where for $5, you can dress up like the iconic Anne of Green Gables. The local business is getting a lot of attention right now online thanks to its viral social media videos. Take a look.
Here at Shop and Play, we have our famous Anne dress-up parlor, where for only $5 per person, you can dress up like Anne of Green Gables. We have sizes of dress that fit everyone from...
So this video featuring the so-called Man of Green Gables has garnered more than 1.4 million views. Here to tell us more about all the online attention is the shop's owner, Barbara Ann Fall, and the Man of Green Gables himself, summer student Jack Pickering. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Such a pleasure. Thank you, Jack, for dressing up like Man of Green Gables for us this morning. I have a question for you, first of all, Jack. Where did you even get the notion to dress up like Anne of Green Gables?
So we decided we wanted to do more social media presence this season to try to bring more customers in. And I was in here recording a video for our Anne parlor, and I wasn't wearing the costume. And at the end of it, I watched over and I said, no, something doesn't feel right about this. Let's do another take. And this time I put on the costume, and it ended up going viral.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine what you look like without the costume, Jack, for us who are familiar with the shop through social media. You pull it off beautifully. Barbara Ann, what's your reaction to the fact that these videos have become so popular?
It's amazing to have a summer student that's gone above and beyond to help our business. Our Anne parlor was quite popular, and now it's even more popular. We're very proud of our parlor. We have a lot of fun. We create a lot of memories, a lot of laughs, and that's how everyone wants to take home their vacation memories.
Well, Jack,
welcome to a day in the life with Man of Green Gables.
This is one of my favorites, you ripping around on that electric scooter outside. Like you're just breathing fresh new life into the timeless story of Anne. I love some of the comments online, like someone even said they were going to drive 20 hours just to have the Anne parlor experience. That must be pretty rewarding for you, Jack.
And we are ready to serve them. Great. We've had people come in from as far as Australia.
Really? Already? That's fantastic. So I love the video that we showed earlier actually is a tutorial where you actually, because I was curious how it works, but it shows how you pick out the dress, you get the wig, the hat, and the carpet bag and everything. What is it like for you working in the shop when people do this? Does it get kind of tiresome day after day, or is it like exciting every time people put on the costume?
It does not get tiresome at all. It's my favorite part of the day is coming in here and dressing people up because it's so full of energy and laughs and just people enjoying life.
Wonderful. Barbara, have you noticed an uptick in business since you started doing these social media videos?
We have a lot of people stopping by now, asking if Man of Green Gables is actually working, if they could meet Man of Green Gables, if Man of Green Gables can dress them up because they are coming from all over the world. So it's gotten busier. We're part 2 of our videos coming out later on today, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's enjoying, it's laughs, it's memories. Every person we dress up is completely different, which is what makes our parlor so unique.
That is so unique. It's so fun, Jack, with you wearing the costumes too. It shows that anybody can do it. All sizes are available. It's just so fun. I just have a quick question for you, Barbara Ann. I know that Amanda cleaned you out of salt and pepper shakers over the weekend. Are you going to be restocking anytime soon?
Very much so. We are the largest gift shop on the East Coast. We're the most fun-filled gift shop on the East Coast, as you can see. And yes, I think we have over 110 sets of salt and pepper shakers in stock right now.
Glad to hear it. All right. Thank you both so much. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Thank you.
We put a link to Shop and Play on our website so you can check it out for yourself. But we're going to take a little break. We'll be back to wrap up the show right after this.
Excellent. Thank you.
Welcome back. Love that conversation with Barbara Ann and Jack.
He's awesome. Jack's only 16 years old. He's still in high school.
Tall man.
Yeah, definitely. But oh my gosh, really fun. I can't wait to go see if I hope he's working when I pop in.
Yeah, right?
I know. I try not to fangirl when I was in there. I'm like, I think that's the man of Green Gables. I'm going to ask them to lunch and interview.
I love it.
It is the graduation season. School is coming to an end for so many. So big congratulations to all the students and the grads and the teachers and all the support staff. I just want to give a special shout out to my niece, Georgia. She is a high school grad. Her post-secondary education is all lined up for New Brunswick for the fall. I just want to say I and the whole family were so proud of her.
She's tall too.
Yeah, she's taller than me.
Beautiful.
This was after me trying to like pick her up and be like, oh, I should hold you like when you were little. And she's taller than me.
That's awesome.
Did she let you try?
Yeah, she did.
Awesome.
Try. I didn't get very far.
Yeah. Amanda had to make a physio appointment after that, but it's worth it. So worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're asking about your favorite concert memory. You have a lot of great ones to share. Let's start with Lindsay from Halifax. My favorite concert memory is seeing U2 in Montreal back in 2005.
Ooh.
During Miss Sarajevo, Bono sang a part in opera, and it was absolutely mind-blowing. My friend and I still talk about it, still talk about this moment.
That's awesome.
Oh, that sounds incredible.
Yeah, Valerie from Dartmouth. Jennifer from St. John. I guess we just missed Valerie's, but she said she saw the Bay City Rollers back in Halifax in 2020. Oh, here we go. Yeah, my favorite concert was Bay City Rollers in Halifax back in 2020, just before the COVID pandemic. Birthday gift from my sister. The lead singer Les died later that same year. So glad I got to see them.
Me too.
Wow, yeah.
I got to see them.
Absolutely. Jennifer from St. John, my favorite concert was 98 Degrees at the casino in Moncton in 2019. There was a tropical storm or something that kept most people home, but we braved it from St. John, and they performed a song from the kids' movie Frozen and did a whole dance routine. It was all amazing and so much fun with my bestie.
That sounds great.
Good on you. Julianne from St. John says, got two favorite concert memories. 2010, saw the Backstreet Boys when they came to St. John, and Brian tossed me a rose.
Woo.
Then last year, Sean Desmond came to St. John. I was front row, and he held my hand during one of his songs. Swoon.
Wow.
Oh, wonderful.
Great highlights.
We received so many texts, but just running out of time. So thanks to everyone who's sent us a text. We read them. We love them. We love to hear from you.
It's one of our favorite parts of the show. Really, really great. Oh, my goodness. Well, that brings us to the close of a wonderful, exciting week. But next week, we have July, Canada Day, Canoe 26.
Yes.
Wow.
Lots to look forward to.
So many exciting things. I'm going to be off for 2 weeks, so you're going to have the lovely Suzette Belliveau and Brianne Foley in on the news desk. I'm going to kickstart this summer vacation.
Well, have a great vacation. We'll miss you, Amanda.
We will miss you, Amanda.
I will miss you, too, as well. I will not miss my alarm.
That's fair. Turn it off, girl. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you back here Monday morning, 6 a.m.